Let's get down to brass tacks. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. It's Sunday night. We're ready to rock. We got the crew together. We're fighting everything in the world to make this happen. We got Kill with me, of course, Coriander and Eric. Guys, what's up?
Have a beer.
Not much.
All right. For you guys in the chat, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. A blanket hello to all of you guys. Let's just see who we have and we'll get this thing going. Super Tenor is in the house. What's up, man? We got Charlie. We got Melissa. RJ. This is going to be a good one. All right. Much appreciated. Jerry's in the house. What's up, Jerry? We got Paula and Super Tenor starting off early, gifting a membership. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you. Seriously. That was very kind of you. For you guys in the chat, I think it was Spoof. It says it was Spoof that was gifted the membership. So Spoof, definitely send some love to Super Tenor. We really appreciate that. We've got an anniversary for RJ, a month. We did it, man.
Hey, congrats.
Very cool. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate the support. It really helps us. We got Val in the house. What's up, Val? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. The general's in the house. All right. We got Mr. Rick. We got Zed. Let's see. We got Brandon in the house. We are the Weirdos. Okay. That's a good name. I like that. All right. Good to have you here, man. Let's see. Who else? Who else do we have in here? I think I'm almost caught up. Melissa. Hey, Melissa. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. Scott, what's going on? Saying hello to the fam. All right.
Hello.
Very cool to have you guys here. Let's see. And we got my man Nightfall in the house.
There he is.
Nightfall, what's up, man? Very, very cool to have you here, man. And by the way, that trick or treat Sam looked awesome. Thank you for the pick. Very cool. Glad that you enjoy it. Coriander did a fantastic job on that. Well, no, seriously, you did. What's up, Gene?
Thanks.
Good to have you here. Okay, so guys, as we continue to catch up with you all, just to let you guys know, so we're going to be talking about three, in my opinion, three legendary directors and their legacies, so to speak, the best and the worst, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Some of our favorite projects of theirs and so forth. But I want to give a shout out before we start. For all of you guys that are channel members, it helps us out so much. And this idea was a request that was sent to me by Bronson, our good buddy Bronson White Wolf. And he wanted us to have this discussion about these specific three directors, just our thoughts on their careers, and also talking about our favorite films of theirs, and maybe even some that aren't necessarily our favorites. We'll see. So for you guys in the chat, please follow along and let us know what you think as well. Eric, I just want to start with you as an overview real quick. When you think of these three directors, John Carpenter, Wes Craven, the late great Wes Craven, and Tim Burton, what comes to your mind, when you think of these three? Anything in particular?
Honestly, their filmography, of course, but these three guys, I will watch any interview with them. And the reason why is they
Mm,
all have their own specific way of talking. You know,
good
John
point.
Carpenter, he's very dry. He's very to the point. But he's
Yeah.
also really cool because, sure he's tired of talking about certain films after, 40, 50, however many years. But you throw in basketball or Call of Duty and he'll talk your ear off. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
little
he
things
loves
like that.
video games.
Wes Craven, he's like that friendly uncle. You know what I mean? He's so
Mm,
smart and intelligent. He knows how to tell a story. He out of the three of these guys, he's the one I just want to go like sit down, have a beer, and like some chicken wings with, and just shoot the shit with because some of the stuff he can tell and the way he can tell it is just
mm,
captivating. You know what I mean? And then Burton, he's so, and I don't mean this like disrespectful, but he's so strange and out there at times that I want to know what's going through his head. Like peel back the
mm,
layers a little bit. I know he was kind of a little bit of an outcast growing up, and that's why he has these eclectic characters, so to bring like his childhood forth, with certain films. And I just want
right.
to know what makes that man tick, but he's also got a way of just speaking that I would just love to have these guys, in like a round table discussion. You know what I mean?
Mm,
It'd just be a lot
mhm.
of fun just to hear them bounce off each other as well.
Yep, absolutely. I agree with that. Well said. Coriander, how about you? What comes to your mind, just in general, just as a quick thought, when you think of these three directors?
I mean, you're talking about three gentlemen that really know what they're doing. You know, these guys, if they did anything other than directing, I mean, they got into the wrong field because
Mm,
they're like, they're experts,
mhm,
what they bring to the genre of horror is it's you all see, we're going to bring movies here that are examples of what each of these directors can bring. And Carpenter for me may have more movies that I'm not quite on board with,
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
but Craven and Burton, I mean, I'm not saying Carpenter's bad. No, because he's not. I don't want people to
Mm-hmm.
think like, oh my God. Because no, he's awesome. All right. But yeah, the other two, I just may have more movies that are just, I don't know, a little more likable. So, but
okay.
other than that, they're great. All of them. So yeah, there you go.
All right. Kill, how about you? What comes to mind when you think of these three?
I'm so glad Coriander said that because I'm not the biggest Tim Burton fan.
Well, there you
I
go.
I love everything the other two do. Tim Burton can kind of take it or leave it.
Mhm,
No disrespect to him. I know he's masterful at what he does. And
mhm.
I've seen a lot of his stuff. You know this, Night
Oh
growing
yeah,
up.
yeah,
And
yeah.
but there's some that I'm just kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
nine was at nine. I don't know
Yeah.
if I need to see nine. I don't know. But
Here's a good question. Let me throw this out at you, and because I wanted this to also be a little bit of a discussion too for you guys in the chat as well. Do you think that, and I'm sure there are some people, fans of these directors, that might look at it like this. Do you think that Tim Burton's best work in his career was his earlier work?
yes, definitely.
Okay, so
Definitely.
does that give you kind of a different perspective when you step back and like tonight I'm saying, okay, we're
Mhm.
going to talk about Tim Burton. Does the fact that his um later career not always hitting for you, does that kind of bring down his overall score, so to speak, as a
N-
director?
Not necessarily for me because
Okay.
a lot of his early works for me was kind of hit or miss. There were
Mhm.
certain ones that everybody loves, and I'm kind of like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's cool. But
Mhm.
any director that's been around long enough, you could look at like Spielberg was younger Spielberg better than Warhorse Spielberg.
Mhm. Mhm.
Younger,
Right.
Ridley Scott. And some would say maybe, yeah, but just like any artist, you evolve, you change things, you do passion projects. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just, I look at everybody for grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess just in the questioning of these three great directors, because they're all great and they're all visionaries. Two of them I love a lot more, and then the third one I like certain ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well said, man. For me, just to say this real quick, I mean, I echo a lot of what you guys said in one way or the other. I just think that these three guys are very talented, obviously. I mean, no duh. But I will say I think they all had moments in their careers where they put their signature on film, and not even just horror. I mean, obviously we're going to focus on the horror, but not even just horror. I mean, and especially when you think about Tim Burton, but even Carpenter. Carpenter did stuff outside of horror. Wes did a couple things outside of horror. So it's just interesting that all three of these directors had some really huge moments that moved the needle for film, and I think
Mhm.
it's an interesting discussion to be had about what we think of them overall, or what we think might be our favorite films of theirs, or maybe even some that aren't our favorites. So, what we're going to do, we're going to list off our favorite films. We're going to go round robin. We're going to start with Coriander, and then we're going to go to Eric, then me, and then Kill. Hopefully, I can remember that order. Because actually, you know what? I'm going to switch this up. There. See, you got to make it easy for yourself sometimes. If you guys knew how many things are going through my mind as I speak. Oh, Lord. So we're going to start with Coriander. Then we're going to go to Eric, and then Kill, and then me. Okay. We're ultimately going to give three of our favorite films. We cannot duplicate the films, and I'm going to have a list. I'm going to put it on a document. We're going to keep track of it. You guys in the chat, let us know what you think as well. But before we start, let's give a shout out to our guy Nightfall, coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. Saying good evening. Good to see
Yes.
all of you. Thanks for the package. Corey, you're super talented. Yeah, man. That Sam,
Thank
it's
you.
really cool, man. It's so cool. Glad you like it, man. Let's do this, real quick. For Sky, I'm sorry, for Nightfall. Sometimes Kill, just when you thought it was safe, we're getting close to a certain season, and I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it might look like this.
Purple is the color of many pretty things from a lilac.
There it is. All right. So Nightfall, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. So let's do this, man. Let me pull up our little list, and then that way we can keep track. You guys can keep track as well. Okay, so Coriander, we're going to start with you. How about if we just, when we talk about the order,
Mhm.
we'll start with Carpenter first, okay,
Okay.
and then we'll go to Wes, and then we'll go to Tim. So we're going to go round robin one at a time, but let's all start with our Carpenter picks first, okay? So Coriander, what's the first Carpenter film that you want to put on this list that is a favorite of yours in some way, shape, or form?
So this Carpenter movie is one that I've kind of seen recently, and yeah, it blew me away, right, so to say, and that's Assault on Precinct 13.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. I can I just say real quick, it is a really cool film. Kill, you're gonna love this. I don't know if I even ever told you this. I probably did, maybe in passing. But there was one time when I was hanging out with Dad, when I went to visit Dad, and you know how he is in the basement. He's falling asleep watching whatever, and I'm just like, hey, let's let's put on a movie. And I had brought some movies, so I put on Assault on Precinct 13, and he didn't remember it, but he dug it, and at the end of it, he's like, yeah, that was a pretty good movie. I was like, yeah, it is. Yeah. So- but he dug it. It was cool, man. Um,
Yeah.
all right. Eric, how about you? What's a Carpenter film that you want to throw onto this list?
I think this is one that's underrated and one not a lot of people talk about. One of my go-tos is vampires. James
Ooh,
Woods.
Ugh,
wow.
dude. I saw that in the theaters and I was like, I can't fucking believe I wasted my goddamn money on this movie. Oh my God.
Oh, I like vampires.
Mm, mm.
She don't get her going on this,
But
man.
that's just my
Woo.
opinion. Go
No,
ahead,
that's
Eric.
all
I'm
All
right.
right,
sorry.
No, I think you
hey,
said plenty.
there it is. All right,
No.
Bill.
No. Oh my
Yeah,
God. No.
what? What? Oh my God,
Eric,
no what?
say I didn't. Don't make me. No, you can't make what I just said be his turn. Come on. You got to say
Oh,
something.
oh, geez, come on. We've had
What?
worse conversations than this and other streams.
I
Come
know.
on, this
What?
is you being nice. Fine.
I'm like,
I
what
think
are we
James
doing
Woods is
here?
a lot of fun. I really like the
Thank
action, the
you.
over the top, and I really like the lead vampire. How about that?
Thank you.
Okay.
I
I
want
got
people
my
out
All
there
right.
to know.
when I bought it on VHS, I got my money's worth. How about that?
Thank you.
Okay. All
Thank you.
right. Kill. Hey. Kill. How about you, man? What's a Carpenter film you want to put on the list?
And Night, what do you think I'm gonna say?
I
There's two movies you know I'm gonna
I
say.
know. I
So,
know.
Yeah.
but which one do you think I'm gonna say first?
The one that's behind me.
You damn straight. The thing. Look, there's no lying here. And the two you guys named so far, I love both of those. I own both of those. But The Thing is literally one of my favorite movies of all time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion, I think it's Carpenter's it's my favorite Carpenter movie. It's hands down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I love almost everything he does. You know, hey, even was the Mars one.
Oh,
Ghost of
Ghost of
Mars.
Mars.
I kind of had fun with Ghost of Mars. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
but
my vampires. Okay, Coriander. Ghost of Mars was my vampires.
I haven't seen that one, so I can't say a damn thing about it.
I haven't seen it in years. It probably doesn't hold up well. And in my opinion, Vampires is way better than Ghost of Mars.
Oh,
I have to
well,
agree.
then I probably won't see it.
But the thing is,
Mm-mm.
to me is just magnum opus level, perfect casting, soundtrack, special effects. You know, I don't have to go any further. You guys know.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Look, and real quick too, chat. We got Bronson here too, man. So good to have you here, bro. Thank you so much for the request, and we
Mhm.
hope that you enjoy this discussion. It was a very cool idea that you sent to me, and again, a shout out to Bronson who signed up for our Sci-Fi Stars level channel membership, which is our
Thanks.
third level, I believe. But thank you so much, man, for the support. We appreciate you doing that, and it helps us out.
Mhm.
Really does. Okay, look, for me, I thought this was gonna go a little bit different. Coriander knows how it kind of goes. Just look, I had this and I was ready to maneuver a certain way, but you guys, look, I'm just gonna be honest about it. You know what I'm putting on the list, so
I know what you're putting.
Just do it.
let's
Pull
do
off the band-aid. Just do it.
Come on. Hey, look, there's never been any lying. Never.
I
Look.
honestly thought you might have been putting something different.
Well, I got another one that I think you know. But I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it there because there's no lying. I mean, seriously, this is the movie that it's inspired so many things in horror, whether it's directors, actors, composers. It's just, even characters. So there's nothing more that I need to really say about that. Okay. Real quick too in the chat, we got a bunch of people jumping in. Chris is in the house saying, I liked vampires. There you go. Very cool.
Oh,
Very
God.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thomas,
God.
what's up?
Mm.
What's up, Thomas? Let's see. Who else? I just want to catch up. You guys in the chat, they're all right. Paul is throwing out some. And look, Brandon's like, there it is. You knew. Come on, there was no holding it back. Could you imagine if we didn't have 78 on the list? And Bronson himself coming in with a super chat. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. Music of the Heart. It could be on the list. It could be on the list. We'll see. Like I said, Wes didn't just do horror. He didn't just do horror.
I've seen that movie. I don't know if I've seen that one.
It's a good one. Doom is in the house. Well, and let me just say this too. I think Wes, maybe out of the three of these directors, Wes might have had the most frustrating career, in the sense that there were so many films that he worked on where there was a lot of studio interference. And, a lot of people can talk about the Weinsteins and this and that specifically. He had a lot of trouble with Cursed. I mean, just trying to get that thing done. Obviously there was things going on with the Scream films and just trying to, keep his vision the way he wanted it and so forth. So I think, and of course, like with music of the Heart, I think what he really wanted to do was stretch his artistic, capabilities. And it wasn't like it was a huge success. And I think, and from what I remember reading or hearing in interviews, I think that really was a frustration for Wes, which is unfortunate because I think, like you said earlier, Eric, Wes is, he's one of these directors that's just so intelligent. You know what I mean? Like, he's so intelligent. If you ever get a chance to watch any of his interviews, I would highly recommend you do it, because it's almost like he could mesmerize you. He's a very, he just had a way about him. He's very kind. He was very intelligent.
You could tell he was a teacher.
Yes.
Before he got into the way he talks.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. And so I think that for him, there was a lot of frustration in his career, which is crazy to think in my mind, because, and all three of these directors are great. So we're not kind of, whatever. But this is a guy who, in my opinion, and I've said it before, he literally moved the needle in horror 3 different times in his career with 3 different films. And they're all 3 different types of horror films. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Last House on the Left, Elm Street, Scream. 3 different decades, 3 different types of horror films. And each time he was able to move the needle. And that's it, to me anyways. I mean, you guys can let me know what you think. To me, that's a huge feat, and in some ways, I think he might have even saved horror with those, definitely with Elm Street and Scream. Like when Elm Street came along, the slasher was on the descent, so to speak, and it was almost like Elm Street revitalized things. I think and you guys know, well, all 4 of us, we're Friday 13th all day. I honestly think Elm Street helped Friday the 13th. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, okay, you know what I mean? Like when you have a competition that you try to aspire to. And I think they were kind of helping each other through those mid 80s.
You
to
can
late
also
80s.
look at it like this. If it wasn't for Wes Craven and A Nightmare on Elm Street, there'd be no New Line Cinema.
That's true.
There would be no Lord of the Rings or any other blockbusters that came from New Line Cinema if they didn't take a chance on Wes. You know what I mean? And then make Freddy that icon that he became. So
that's right.
If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be so many great movies that we all know and love outside of the genre too.
So true.
I'm going to be an advocate for John Carpenter. We're talking about John Carpenter right now. John. No disrespect to Wes. John is like watching right now at home like, hey, I thought they were talking about me first.
He's busy playing Xbox. He's fine.
Don't worry, John. When we get to Wes, I'm going to bring it right back to John. And the food was really awesome.
Well, to be fair, because it was just in response to Bronson's super chat.
I know.
We went on the tangent. So Coriander, let's go to your next Carpenter pick, your second of 3 Carpenter picks. What would it be?
Okay. So this pick, Okay. I don't want to say it's because this is like what considered the favorites, or is this like ones we like and our
Yeah,
favorites?
favorites, what you like, whatever,
Okay.
Wouldn't that be the same?
Oh well, no, because you have your
Wow.
favorites, then you have ones you like. Okay, because I have my favorites, and then I
Okay.
have ones I
Whatever
like.
whatever you want for your 3 picks.
Okay, well, because you'll probably be surprised by this one, guys. All
Okay.
right,
Go for it.
Christine.
What?
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now listen. For anybody that has kept track of this channel, we literally had a huge discussion about Christine. We had to do a redemption watch of Christine because this is one of those movies that Coriander, like
hated as a
TCM2
child. I hated it.
or Halloween 3. This was one of
I
those
hated
movies
it.
that she said she hated. We did do a redemption watch, and she said
Yeah,
she really liked it. So
I
Good for
good
you.
for
did.
you.
I
Good for
did
you.
enough to
Wow.
where for Carpenter movies, yes, it is. Yes, on my
Wow.
list now. Yep.
Okay. What a world. What's up to
Who would have
David?
thought?
Who would have thought? What's up to Rachel? Thank you guys for being here. Eric, what's your I knew this was gonna get crazy. What's your second Carpenter pick?
What?
Well,
Look, hold,
first,
can I say something? I'm sorry, Eric. I'm
yeah,
so
go
sorry.
ahead.
I try never do that. Dan remembers. He's like, wait, Coriander likes Christine now, right? I know, Dan. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh man. All right. I'm sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
No,
Who
well,
would have thought?
just so you know, Coriander, since we're not allowed to pick the same movie, I had that on my list as well. So,
Yeah.
and I cannot wait for the redemption watch of vampires. But
What? I don't know.
but
No. Oh
I
my
want to
God.
throw this one on the list because I know how Knight is, and he already picked one of his favorites. The other favorite is on the list, so I'm going to rip off the Band-Aid and I'm going to throw on Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Now, this one
Yeah.
is my favorite John Carpenter movie of all time.
It's a good one.
It's the action speaks for itself. I love the mythology. I love how Kurt Russell thinks he's John Wayne, thinks he's the hero, but he really isn't. He is kind of like this buffoon who's in the wrong place at the wrong time. So many characters, so many monsters that are just thrown in there because why not? You know what I mean? It's one of these things like you're taking all the leftover stuff in your fridge, you're putting it in a mixing bowl, and for some reason it tastes good. You know what I mean? And from beginning to end, I love this film, and I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched it from childhood. My love has never changed.
Hell yeah,
Right?
man.
And
Cool.
it seems like from the beginning, right? When they fall into the water and his pants get wet, like OJ, the gloves, they shrink, and like his pants, they just get tighter and tighter. It's like, what's going on?
It could be
It's
why my
kinda
mom
nice.
liked the movie. I'm not. I don't like to
Exactly.
speak for her, but I was
just
waiting for the
saying.
pants. I was waiting for the
Chris-
pants talk.
Chris is saying, have you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir.
Oh,
The check is
Check
in
is
the mail. All right.
We're not back by
Let's move
morning. Call the president. Yep.
That's right. Bro, he had so many good lines in that freaking movie. I love that movie so much.
Yep.
All right. Kill. How about you, man? What's your next Carpenter pick?
And Knight, I think you know where I'm gonna go with this.
I do.
There's something that should have been on this list already. And just the travesty that it's this low on the list. I mean, look, Escape from New York. What are we doing? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Metal Gear Solid, the movie.
Oh no.
Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
I mean, and maybe my two picks have been the obvious ones. I get it, but it's so funny. I had some of the other ones were on my list that are already up here, but The Thing and Escape from New York, those are pretty much 1 and 2 for me, and third being Halloween as far as Carpenter.
All right.
I absolutely love this movie. I mean, pop culture, video games have taken so much from just this simplistic story, but it's amazing. And Kurt Russell is just the GOAT. So come on.
Yeah, he is. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Okay. My next pick. Now, again, this was. I know the other one's got to go on there because on my list, I could go one way or the other. But my next pick, this is a film that I kind of introduced myself to it probably, I don't know, maybe in my early 20s. I almost kind of forgotten about this movie, and I was out and about, and it was one of those kind of early summer, late spring type of days and so forth. And it was on TV and I was watching. It's like, holy shit, this movie, it still hits. And I think it is such an underrated film for him, but I absolutely love it. It's got a killer cast. You knew it had to happen sooner or later. I'm going to go with The Fog.
Hey.
I love The Fog so much. The atmosphere, the cast is just unbelievable. It's one of those films that I don't know. I think it's really underrated in Carpenter's filmography. I love it so much. I really, really do. And it was one of those movies I kind of lost track of, like in my later teen years. And one day I was watching it and I hadn't seen it for years, easily maybe, like 10 years or so. And I was watching it. It's like, holy shit, this movie is awesome. So anyways, I got The Fog for my second pick. Coriander, what do we got?
Shit.
What do we got for your last
All
pick?
right. So I saved the best for last. This is one of my absolute favorite Carpenter movies. If you guys know me, you know it's They Live. It's one of the best alien movies out there. Besides, what is it? War of the Worlds?
Oh.
No, War of the Worlds. Alien.
Okay.
No. Then it would be
All right.
aliens. But yeah,
Oh.
pluralized. Aliens. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well said. Eric, how about you? What's your last Carpenter pick?
Now, once again, I got to shuffle everything. I was going to pick They Live, but that's okay. We're going to keep it with the alien. No. We're going to keep it with the aliens because I'm picking one that no one ever talks about. And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that enjoys it. I'm going to give Starman some flowers.
Wow. Jeff Bridges.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
I've always been a sucker for sci-fi, thanks to my dad. I've always been a sucker for like fish out of water stories. You know what I mean? I love how he's trying to learn just how to live life on Earth. He wants to get home. And I love how great Karen Allen is, how she has to deal with the fact that he's in the body of her recently deceased husband. So she's got to deal with that. She's got to deal with her, her loss. But she also, she's
isn't it kind of like a love story too?
Yeah, because she does, she's going to fall in love with him again. But that's okay because it's not in like a cheesy, made for TV way, in my opinion. It comes off real natural. And I think they have great chemistry. And then it's one of those films where, again, with the time period, you don't know if he's going to get back home. And when he does, it's one of those really great feelings at the end. So yeah, no one ever gives Starman any credit, in my opinion. It's always one of those, they kind of scoff at it. Or they don't know it exists because like, I hate to say it, a lot of Carpenter's movies, they were not successful until home video and TV. And I think Starman was another one.
Yep.
Very true. Like I said, I haven't seen that one since I was like a kid. So it kind of like, I don't know, you kind of get bored, I guess. It kind of bored me. So I never kind of gave it another try, but listening to you talk about it, it makes me want to, that's a redemption watch right there, Starman.
And the thing is, what I love is with Jeff Bridges, it's very early Jeff Bridges, and he has very little dialogue. It's all physical and stuff like that because he's learning. He takes
like I remember there's a fireplace scene between them. I remember that, but that's about, and like, isn't there like a lake?
when they're going from point A to point B, they have to go through the
There's
forest and stuff like that.
something,
And that's where
yeah.
they're camping, and the scene
Yeah,
where
that's about like all I can really remember.
it's got some great practical effects when he's in his initial form, and then he, I guess you'd say, morphs into an adult Jeff Bridges type of thing. So I won't spoil how that happens, but it's a really good one.
All right. Okay, Kill. What do we got next?
This is one of my alternates, but I truly love this one. And it's with everyone's favorite dinosaur hunter, In the Mouth of Madness, Sam Neill. It's funny. This movie used to scare the crap out of me as a kid. Like when I watched it then, people talking about, do you read Sutter Kane, and people writing on their skin, and just, it was just so much going on that when I was younger, it was just like, this is a bit much. I don't know how I feel about this. But as we've talked about this movie and we've had it on lists and we did little conversations about it, I absolutely love this movie. And once again, Sam Neill, it doesn't matter what he's in. He's always good. I've seen him in some crap. Like, I've seen him in some straight up stuff where he's one of those actors, and I think you guys will know what I mean, like Kiefer Sutherland, where he can play the hero or he can be the worst, just smarmiest
piece
villain.
Of crap.
Yes, and he's just so good on both sides of it. He truly is a great actor, and it's a great movie.
All right, very, very cool. For me, now this is where it got really interesting for me, because I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my list, and I really enjoy so many of Carpenter's films. We might get to it. We'll see how much time we have. But even some of the ones that weren't like at the very top of my list, I might have gone through a period where, it kind of came back and so forth. But anyways, he's had a great career, and this is a film, and I recently had talked about it in a video a little bit. It was showcased in a video, and I think it's another underrated film. And at the time, I think when it came out, it was pretty damn underrated. And this is one of those, Kill, I think you're going to know what I'm talking about. I go through periods where I can just put on a movie and I just let it play, and I'll do it for a while. Like I'll be in a phase, you know what I'm saying? And I've done it with, several movies. This is one of them. Sometimes I would just put it on. It's got the longest opening of all time before you even know what the hell it is. It's like, wait a minute, what movie is this? Look, you guys know what I'm gonna say. And it's also got our boy, the late great Donald Pleasance, in it, and that is Prince of Darkness.
Yeah,
I love it. It's a very cerebral film, if you really think about it. And I think that was also part of the reason why it wasn't super well received. I mean, it did okay, but it wasn't, again, well, maybe aside from a few moments for all three of these directors, and probably Tim Burton has had the biggest wide type of success, but Prince of Darkness didn't do as well as a lot of people had hoped. But it did have a life, like you said, Eric, like a lot of Carpenter's films, on home video and so forth, later on down the line, kind of becoming a cult classic of sorts. But I love Prince of Darkness. It's a
Prince
good
of
one.
Darkness is, I've been kind of teasing Coriander, but Prince of Darkness is my Christine. And all jokes aside, the first time I watched that film, I was not a fan. And it's one of those movies that, with years in between these watches and maybe a change in taste, just how you're feeling when you put it on, because you got to be in a certain mood for Prince of Darkness. It's starting to grow on me more and more. It's still not one of my favorites. It wouldn't be in like maybe my top 5 personally, but it's a lot higher than it was. And same with In the Mouth of Madness. I've seen the movie a handful of times, still don't know what the hell is going on in that movie. But it's one
I don't
of
know
those
if John Carpenter knows what was going on.
It's just one of those movies that just gets better every time I watch when I'm trying to put the puzzle pieces together.
Yeah.
But Prince of Darkness is really growing on me.
Well, the other thing too, and we're going to get ready to go to Wes next. But the other thing too is that Carpenter, what I like about you know, a lot of his films, and it's no accident, you know, he just has this foreboding dread that can go throughout a whole movie and stay fairly consistent. And sometimes at the very end, it's the most intense feeling that you have is just this sense of dread. And you have that in The Thing, Prince of Darkness, and In the Mouth of Madness, which is, of course, his unofficial apocalypse trilogy. All three films kind of its own take on the end of the world type of scenario, but all three are amazing and but underrated, especially for Madness and for Prince of Darkness. So, all right, real quick too, in the chat we got Gory Tiger in the house. What's going on? Richie's is happy we got Prince of Darkness on the list. We got very cool. We got Kay in the house. Chris saying love Donald Pleasance. Yeah, you do. We definitely love some Donald here. Richie saying there's some really cool ideas going on in Prince of Darkness and combining the different aspects of science and religion. Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to Victor Wong in that one.
Victor Wong, yes. Dennis Dunn. Dennis Dunn, man. You know, it was a great cast. And Dan's telling us, don't forget about Alice Cooper. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Very cool. Okay, so Coriander, now as we step into Craven country, what's the first Wes Craven film? We're giving 3 apiece. What's the first Wes Craven film that you want to put on the list?
So with these 3 dudes here, certain movies I knew that you guys would pick, so I didn't put on my list. And certain favorites, you know, whatever. I'm not going to, you know, go into this whole spiel, but so yeah. So my first pick is let's do The Hills Have Eyes.
Ooh.
Good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very cool. I love it.
That's a good movie. I like
Down
this.
and Dirty.
And I like the remake. I like them both.
Mm-hmm.
So those are 2. Who can say that they like the original and the remake? You can't say that to too many movies. And to me, these 2 are, well, this movie is one movie that I can do that with. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Eric, how about you?
Okay. Now, we've all talked about how a lot of these guys have, you know, peaks and valleys at times, and this is a favorites list. Now, this is not one of Wes's best films. I 100% believe that. But you know me, Knight, I am also, I love films if they're fun to me. Now, that could be for cheesiness, goofiness, stuff like that. I'm throwing on Shocker.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Even Wes admits it's not his best film. He was trying to recreate Elm Street. You know, it's pretty much the same character, you know. But I don't know if it's nostalgia glasses. I don't know if I'm always in a mood for a cheesy 80s slasher film. But this has it. It's very self-referential. It's not trying to take itself too serious. I love Horace Pinker. I think he's an underrated slasher villain. There are definite faults to it, but it's just one of those where it's a popcorn movie, if that makes sense. I can sit down on the couch, I can have a beer, I can have some popcorn, friends over, we can put it on, and we can just have fun watching it. Despite its faults,
I mean,
I
dude,
have fun
put in
with it.
Frankenhooker. You know, you'd have a better time with Frankenhooker than freaking Shocker.
I like
Just
Shocker.
saying.
Yeah. You didn't listen. Can I say something? And we talked about this before, Coriander. When we did that watch party with Steven, it was on Steven's channel. Yeah, it was for Shocker. You seemed to enjoy it. I mean, you didn't hate it.
If it's the movie I'm thinking of with the dude in jail, and he like goes through like the TV and shit at the end. Yeah.
Well, at the end, okay. Well, there's definitely some cheese in it.
Yeah.
You know, but up until that.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Okay. So Kill, what do you have for your first Wes Craven film?
There's the obvious ones that I'm sure we'll get to. There's one that's technically not even really a horror movie, but it's a really damn good movie. I got Red Eye.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love Red Eye because for me, the scarier bad guy is always the one that's calm and quiet, not the one
Right.
that's loud and boisterous and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do. It's the one that's like doesn't look like a murderer. It's the one that's
Yeah.
nice, and then you just realize, oh crap, this guy is serious and he will kill me in a second if he needs to. And it's not a slasher, but it damn kind of feels like a slasher, especially towards the end with how hard Killian is going to try to take her out. So if you guys have not seen Red Eye, or if you haven't seen it in a while, I watched it about a year ago. It still holds up. Great performances. Great, minute to minute movie where the pacing is just amazing, and it just goes. When it starts, it just keeps going, and it's just brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. Rachel saying, "Ooh, I love Red Eye. Very underrated thriller." Yeah, it's very underrated. I agree about that. And it's not a B movie. Shout out to Cillian Murphy. All right. So for me, obviously, Wes has had a fantastic career, and there's a lot of places I could go. But I wanted to put on the list a film that I also kind of got reintroduced to. I hadn't seen it since I was a kid, and we were on Steven's channel, and Steven was going through Wes Craven films in tribute to his birthday. And I kind of had forgotten about this movie, hadn't seen it in a long time. Anyways, it's creepy, it's got atmosphere, it's unique. I mean, I don't know, I can't really name another movie that's like it. Okay. And as a kid, the trailer freaked me out on TV. So I'm gonna put on The Serpent and the Rainbow.
Dude, what the hell?
Yeah, good one.
You just took my next one.
I'm
Well, now you know how it feels.
Bill
Good
Pullman was so good in this. And Kill, I don't know if you remember this, Kill, because we were pretty young, and us obviously you were younger. By the way, happy birthday there, old man. I just say that live.
Happy birthday, happy
Right?
birthday.
Thank you.
But when we were kids, a lot of times when we would watch movies or watch horror movies or whatever, a lot of it, for at least a certain amount of time, I was kind of pulling Kill into it, or maybe he was just curious and watching what I was watching. But I remember this trailer, and I remember that scene when he's being buried alive. You know what I'm saying? And it was so creepy the way it's shot, and just the look on his face. I'll never forget that. I still remember that to this day. Obviously, I've watched the movie a lot, but I remember that feeling as a young kid. So anyways, Serpent and the Rainbow is super underrated. If you're a Wes Craven fan, I think you should check it out. It's really got some amazing atmosphere. So, all right.
Good choice.
Yeah, thank you. If you haven't, Nightfall hasn't seen it, Chris hasn't seen it. Yeah, you guys should check it out. Check it out, seriously. Hopefully this list will give you guys some things to check out. Okay, Coriander, let's go to your next pick.
Okay, so I didn't think you'd steal it that quick, and I didn't think it would be that one, but
I honestly didn't think you'd have it on your list.
I should have went first. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you are going first, actually. So
no, I said I guess I should have put that one first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I guess I am gonna pick a movie that probably isn't well known. It's got a really good cast. A woman that is very famous for exposing her bush, if you know what I mean. And that is Deadly Blessings. So, yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
And that's Sharon Stone. Yeah. People didn't get that reference.
Yeah, that's okay.
Or seen the movie, let alone,
We got it.
Okay.
Eric, what do you have as your next one?
How do I follow that one up?
I don't want to get demonetized.
He can. He stopped.
One I've always loved from childhood. I don't think it's another one no one ever talks about. I'm going People Under the Stairs.
Ooh, Okay, that's a good one.
I
It's so
think
good.
first, I think Brandon Adams is a great, fun child lead. He's one of the few good child actors from that era to come out.
Yeah.
And geez, when you put Wendy Roby and Everett McGill together as mommy and
Yes.
daddy, they're just some of the most over the top, but not like way too over the top psychopaths that
Yeah.
I've seen on screen. They're fun, they're weird, they're goofy, but in the right way when it comes to goofiness. You know what I mean? Ving
Mm-hmm.
Rhames in a horror movie, like early Ving Rhames, he's
Mm-hmm.
still the man you don't want to mess with in this movie. Um, I'm a sucker for Kelly Jo Minter. I'll watch anything with her.
Yep.
She's really good, and just that finale when all the people come out and you find out who they are and they get their revenge and then they finally get their freedom at the end. It's another one of those and after you've watched a lot of bad things happen, it's another one of those feel good endings. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
So I really, really dig People in the Stairs. And it's another one that gets kind of swallowed up in Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, that type of stuff. And I think it needs some more love.
All right. Very cool. Kill, how about you, man? What do you got next?
It's a smaller movie he did called Scream. And it did okay. It was a small indie project when he was in college. And look, who are we kidding here? There's some bangers that's gonna get on this list, and I'll start it. Scream is amazing. Scream changed the game. Made a lot of young Hollywood actors household names.
Yep.
And it, to me, I think even with some of the verbiage might be a little aged, the movie still aged well, in my opinion, as far as it being a slash.
Wait, what did you just say?
Some of the verbiage in the movie may have aged,
Okay.
like some of the dialogue, the slang,
Got
the
you.
words, where's that,
Yeah.
whatever,
It's
stuff like that.
it's definitely a product of his time,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But the storyline, it could have been set in the 70s.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
heart of the movie, the core of it is still timeless, in my opinion.
Mhm.
The verbiage has aged, the styles have changed and aged, but the core of the movie, I think, is timeless, and it's still a fun watch. So
Yeah.
Scream.
I agree, man. Okay, my next pick, and again, he has a lot of movies that cover it covers a lot of different types of horror, which is one thing I also appreciated about what Wes did with his career. And this is actually a movie, and I kid you not, this is another example of, and I referenced it earlier, but this is another example of just the frustrations of his career and how things can kind of, like you just say to yourself, how do studios get so involved with second guessing someone of Wes Craven's caliber? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like trust in the guy. He's a genius. And at this point he had a lot of success. But we actually did a watch of this as well, which was a lot of fun. And I said to myself, there's issues here and there with the film, but I have a lot of fun with it. And I know that some folks do have issues with it, but I have fun with it. So I'm gonna put in Cursed. I'm a sucker for werewolves, bro.
Yeah,
And
I like Curse.
and it was fun. You had some great actors in there, Judy Greer. It was Christina Ricci and so forth and so forth. But it was a lot of fun, and the studio kind of chopped it up, and I know Wes was really frustrated with that and disappointed and so forth. But you can see in the movie, you can see what the bones were, what he was trying to do, and I have a lot of fun with it. So I wanted to make sure I put it on the list. Okay. Hey, we got some fans of Cursed in the chat. There you go, guys. Preach it. Preach it. Yes. Very cool. Doom, Nightfall, Brandon. Very cool. All right. Coriander, what do you have for your third Wes Craven pick?
Okay. So I know a lot of people say that, this is like one of those hard watch movies. I mean, I know it's a tough subject, but it's a movie that, I don't mind. It's Last House on the Left.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very, very cool. Yeah, and I remember when we actually had talked about it, and we did that watch, and I was like, and I hadn't seen it in a little while. I think this was like 2 years ago, and we did it. And we actually did it near Christmas. We did a stream on it. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
But I remember thinking to myself,
It is what it is, right?
yeah. Well, and I remember thinking to myself, man, I hadn't seen it in a while. Like, man, this movie, man, this is rough stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, Wes, that's how Wes was. He could tackle a lot of different things and put his spin on it, and put his intelligence on it. So, cool pick.
It was
Eric.
also the time frame with exploitation films too.
Absolutely. Yep. No doubt about it. Okay, Eric, how about you, man? What's your last pick?
Okay. Well, so far you guys notice I don't really want to go so much with the obvious pick, so I'm not going to go with the very, very obvious pick. I'm going to kind of piggyback off a Kill. I'm going to go with my favorite Scream entry. I'm going to go with Scream 2.
Ooh, okay.
And I personally think
I was wondering.
this is where Wes improved. I think the characters, this is just me saying it, because I know a lot of people love the characters in the first one. I find the characters more engaging, less obnoxious at times. You know what I mean? With the dialogue. Laurie Metcalf is my favorite Ghostface in the entire franchise. I am a sucker for a vengeful mother. Again, like we've always said, when it comes to a villain, when they believe what they're doing is the right thing, that's what makes a great villain. And she's doing it for the revenge of the loss of her child and the way her life went, no matter how you look at it. I like Sydney a lot more in this. I like Gail, and I dislike Dewey a lot less in this one. He's less the goofy cop in this one than he is in the first one, in my opinion. And they still have the meta stuff, but it's not as much. It's not as in your face. It feels more like an air quotes, an actual movie than like, hey, let's pull from here. Let's pull this reference from here. And to me, I just enjoy it more as a whole.
All right. Well said. Kill, how about you, man?
I went with the obvious one last time. This time I'm not gonna do that. So hopefully someone else does. But what I am gonna go with is New Nightmare.
Ooh. Wow.
I love New Nightmare, and you guys, I know I'm a broken record, and I've said it time and time again. I'm gonna say the same lame jokes. I said, look, you got Eurotrash dressing. Freddy
with
here. He's got the trench coat on.
But he makes it look good.
He makes it look awesome. He wears the hat sometimes he doesn't. He's a straight up demon in here. You have the makings of like some of the humor and kind of breaking the narrative wall of Scream in here. And essentially you have a horror movie based around a horror movie, based around the real director, and it's so meta. It's like, it's the gift that keeps giving. It's an onion with so many layers, and the scariest version of Freddy ever.
I know.
Hey.
He is
demon,
scary, and he is.
Right.
Straight up demon, a nightmare demon, or a guy who killed people, got burnt, and has demon worms in him.
I think he's also actually going after a child for once instead of a teenager.
Yeah.
That's
now let me
more
just
scary, in my opinion.
Now let me just do something. Now I wasn't planning on doing this because I want to try to get through this list. So we're gonna move quicker after this, but I'm gonna do this because the audience can jump in on this too. Kill. Now you said that New Nightmare was the scariest Freddy. Look, man, I would nominate I don't know, man.
I mean,
Like, I
when I
think
say scariest, I mean he's not
his
joking.
ability.
And
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
and just the sheer fact of what he actually is in this movie.
yeah. He's a demon from and that's
You
cool.
know,
But
he's a
man, I
nightmare
don't.
realm demon.
Yeah.
Rub the lamp, make a
Let me ask
wish.
you this, Eric. Eric,
Sorry.
what would you say is the scariest Freddy if you were to nominate?
I'd have to agree with Kill.
Okay, New
Because
Nightmare. Okay.
he's less jokey.
Hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, the first couple he wasn't very jokey, but again,
Right.
you add into the fact that he is now going into the real world. He's trying to
Yeah.
destroy Heather Langenkamp's life bit by
Right.
bit and make her
Yeah.
look like she's crazy. You know what I mean? Make
Yeah.
her look like a bad parent. And the fact that instead of going after someone Nancy and Glenn's age or anyone else's, you're going
Yeah.
after Miko Hughes. And there's a big difference between going after a high schooler and then elementary school kid. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It
Okay.
takes a sick, twisted thing to do that.
Okay. Coriander, how about you? Do you think New Nightmare is the scariest Freddy, or do you have another one that comes to your mind?
No, to me, I have a toss up that I'm battling, and I think, I think I'm gonna pick 3.
3. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Interesting.
Hmm.
Now, and I don't even know if I don't think we did a battle world of New Nightmare versus this, but man, I don't know, man. That original Elm Street, bro, he was scary. Now, powers aside, because
Original,
obviously he wasn't able to come into the real world. But I'm just saying what he was doing on screen. It was, and even in the second one, I know people, but in the second one, man, he was pretty vicious, bro.
Yeah,
When
but
you
he's not
disrupt
dangling a 10-year-old above traffic either, though.
exactly. Well, no. So you're saying the fact that he did that in New Nightmare elevates his scariness.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that. But
Yeah.
but that's the
Mm.
other thing too. And I love New Nightmare. Don't get me wrong. I didn't want to
Mhm.
go into this rant, but I'm just saying. But all that being said, New Nightmare, as much as I enjoy it, and I do, but there's points in the film too where they realize it's a Freddy Krueger film. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing certain things, which is fine. And I love Robert. Everything's fine. But I'm just saying, those first couple movies, bro, it was like,
Mhm.
he was legit creepy and scary. Even to this day, watching the original Elm Street, there are times when, I'm like, man, yeah, that's
He
fucking
had his
Freddy
moments
Krueger,
in
man.
2,
Yeah.
but I think 1 and 3, he was at his best for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well
know,
said. Well said. You guys in the chat, let us know man. We about to do an actual stream on this alone, man. That just came into my head. What's the scariest version of Freddy Krueger? Okay, so Kill put in New Nightmare. Look, let's just be honest about this list. Come on. I don't even want to even say anything else. Let's
Yeah.
just, you knew. How could it not? I mean, seriously. Let's just be honest with
I
ourselves.
was getting scared there, guys.
Yeah.
You didn't have to be scared, man, because I'm gonna tell you what, the second round I was so tempted to just say, let's just get it out there. Let's just, but I didn't want to take
get
anyone's
it.
pick. That's right. Okay, so Coriander, let's move to the eccentric legendary Tim Burton. What's
Yeah.
your first film of his that's a favorite or that you enjoyed that you want to put on this list?
I'm gonna pay tribute to the late great Pee Wee and do his big adventure.
That a
That's
girl.
awesome.
I
I
have
love
to.
that.
And I
Yes.
love the other one too. Big Top Pee
Pee-wee.
Wee.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, I love both of his movies. And I watched his show. Who didn't watch
Of course.
Pee Wee's
Playhouse.
Playhouse?
Yep.
Right? Saturday
Mhm.
mornings. Hello. I
Yep.
did. I was a Pee Wee
There you go.
fan.
There you
So
go.
when Paul Rubin died, I was sad.
Yeah.
It was a sad
Yeah,
day.
it was sad.
We
It was
actually
sad. I mean,
watched I think I only had a couple bucks on my card. I was like, screw it. We're gonna use what I had, and we got a
Mhm.
Pee-wee movie, and we
Cool.
watched. Yeah, it was.
All right. Real quick too in the chat, we got Jack in the house. What's up, Jack? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Let's see. Chris is a fan of New Nightmare. The new makeup of Freddy is cool. Absolutely. We got A-Troll in the house. Doom saying New Nightmare pumped up the creativity to factor to 11. Yeah, I can agree with that. They did some great stuff. Okay, so Eric, what's your first pick you want to put on this list for a Tim Burton fave?
I'm going straight with Batman. This was
Yeah,
this
there
is
you
just,
go.
that's one of my favorite
damn
movies as a kid.
You beat me to it.
Favorite
Right?
theater experiences as a kid. One of my favorite superhero movies. I mean,
Yeah.
Michael Keaton. I always love how a lot of people were against him being Batman. They
Yes.
were like, "What, Mr. Mom's going to be Batman?"
That
And
is
well, he
so
shut him
right.
up, didn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did.
He's still my favorite. Nicholson. I mean, you can pick who's your favorite Joker, but regardless, Nicholson, no pun intended, kills it as the Joker. He is so much fun,
Mhm.
but he's also so deadly. You know, he's got that perfect mixture. Great soundtrack, great action. Just the look, the gothic feel. It's pretty much, you know, everyone says there's no perfect movie. For me, it's a perfect movie.
And
Yeah,
Michael
you know,
Keaton as Batman, he
Mhm.
was my favorite Batman. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
but until all
Yeah.
these other people came, and there was some pretty good other people to step in the role, but I love Michael Keaton as Batman.
Absolutely. Kill, I'll never forget this. You remember when, Mom would come home at night from work and, Entertainment Tonight would be on or whatever, the news. She always watched the news. And I remember when I had heard that Michael Keaton was going to be the next Batman. And I remember that was kind of her response, Michael Keaton. And we, how it was in our household. We watched Mr. Mom and stuff like that. We were Michael Keaton fans before Batman because our parents were. And I remember saying that too. It's like, yeah, Mr. Mom, what the heck? But I kid you not, and Kill, well, yeah, you were young, but anyways, Batman 89 was a moment. It was a moment. We absolutely loved it in the household. My buddies and I would constantly talk about it and do the quotes. It was just such a cool movie, and it definitely moved. This is an example of moving the needle
Mhm.
in film, and this is definitely. And so again, it's credit to
And
Tim Burton.
HBO loved playing it back in the
Yeah.
day,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
It was great. It was always on.
Yep, absolutely. No doubt about that at all. Okay. All right. Kill, what do we have for your first Tim Burton pick?
Well, Batman is my favorite Tim Burton movie, but Eric beat me to it. But my second favorite is a movie that I could just anytime it's on, I'm watching it. It has a great cast, and it's one of those movies that just the weather in the movie makes you feel cold. It makes you feel wet, and I'm talking about Sleepy Hollow. I love
Nice.
Sleepy Hollow. I love Johnny Depp in here because it's like Johnny Depp. It's not Captain Jack Sparrow, and if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And it's just such a great mystery movie. It's an awesome mystery movie with obviously the supernatural. Shouts out to Christopher Walken making an appearance. If you know,
Yes.
you know. And yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Ichabod Crane? Shouts out to Disney.
Yes,
I used to wait for it every Halloween. Come on now.
Hey, look, I didn't know you were gonna go here, man. You remember the cartoon?
Hey, look, Ichabod was a straight up coward in those cartoons.
Yep.
And hey,
Wow.
the animation was cool, and the Headless Horseman looked bad.
Can I say something? Kill, obviously you're the only one that's gonna appreciate this. When we were kids, we used to do some
We like talking like
dumbass shit.
DuckTales shit or something.
No, it was a Disney
it was like a Disney
animated
cartoon special
feature that talked about Sleepy Hollow, the legend of Sleepy Hollow. It was actually really good. And as a
Yeah, it's
kid,
good.
it had creep factor to it.
It
you
still
guys in the
holds up.
chat,
I
let
watch
us
it with my daughter on Halloween.
there you go. See,
Yeah.
you are protecting the future. Very good for you, man. Very good. But
Well, I
listen,
try to do my part.
you're doing it. Not all heroes wear capes, Eric. Not all
This is
heroes
true.
wear capes. But we used to do some dumbass shit as kids. Kill, you remember when we used to sing the song, when
Oh, yeah.
you're riding home tonight,
Make
for
for
the
the
rich.
hills with all your might.
Oh my God, nobody's gonna get it unless they saw the
Yeah,
movie. But
we're
anyways,
showing our age here.
hey
But
man, look, it was
hey,
childhood.
that's back when like Disney would do seasonal like little cartoon specials for
Yes.
Christmas,
Yes.
Scrooge, Mickey Mouse Scrooge,
Mhm.
things
Well,
like
I remember that.
that.
I guess
A
my
Mickey's
mom
Christmas Carol.
turned
Yeah.
the TV off once the other one came on or something.
Yeah.
She
Well,
shielded me.
yeah, I mean, Legend Sleepy Hollow was definitely that, and the Great Pumpkin was bona fide Halloween cartoon watching for us.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
Agreed.
kids, that's when you couldn't just have it on demand on like the phone in your pocket. You just had to wait.
Yep. You had to read the TV guide and see when it was coming on.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
very
Yep.
true. All right, man. Good pick. Good pick. And that was
pick.
on my list too. So listen, with Tim Burton, his career and Kill, you kind of talked about it earlier. His career, he's had some really amazing films. And I'm just gonna, you guys probably knew I was gonna go here, but this is a film, and we actually did talk about it. This was a long time ago on the channel, and it was kind of a well, it's kind of horror adjacent, I would say. But it's a film. As a kid, I absolutely loved it, and even as an adult, I still have so much fun with it. If it's on and I start to hear it, it just puts a smile on my face. And again, it's a great cast. I mean, now when you look back then, it was considered a great cast. Now it's like it's legends. You know what I'm saying? And I love this film so much. And of course, you guys knew I had to say it. I'm going with Beetlejuice.
Atta boy.
Gotta do it. I mean, listen, once again, Michael Keaton wearing many hats, and he was just so good in this movie. It's hilarious. It's so imaginative. It's fun. Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara. I mean, you could just keep going on and on about this cast. They're just so great. And it's still a film to me that holds up. It's of its time, but it's timeless, which I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's a film that to me still holds a special place. So had to put it on the list. All right, Coriander, how about you? What do we have next for your Tim Burton picks?
So I am going to pick Sweeney Todd.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
I enjoyed that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, he did okay with that movie. He did okay.
Thought so. I definitely wouldn't sit in that chair.
Right?
Or eat those pies. Right? Stay away from the
Right.
meat pies.
Exactly. NCR knows what's going on, saying the Disney Sleepy Hollow was great and a great gate opener to horror for kids. Very
Yes.
true,
Yeah.
man.
I saw it in theaters. I remember with my parents.
Oh, you're so lucky, bro. You're so lucky. Very cool. Okay, Eric, what do we have next for you for Tim Burton?
This of the three directors, honestly, Tim Burton is the hardest one for me to just nail it down to three and then not overlap. But going with my gut, I'm throwing out Big Fish. Big Fish, I think, is his last great film.
I haven't seen that.
And it's a great like storytelling. If you don't know, it's about a man whose father is on his deathbed, and the son has never really known much about him. His father always told tall tales, you know what I mean? Meeting giants and Siamese twins and living in the circus and stuff like that. And it's got this over the top visuals that Tim Burton's known for, but what people don't realize, there's a lot of heart to this. There's a lot about family. Jessica Lange as the mother is just so good in this. Her and Albert Finney, like it felt like they were married for the 50 years that they were married in the film, however long it was. It's a tough watch because it does deal with loss. Like I said,
God, is it going to be like The Notebook and make you cry?
I can't say it will or
Yeah.
won't, but it's one
Oh
of those
no.
status endings that I always have a smile on my face with, because
Mhm.
you don't know, even by the end of the film, how much is fabricated and how much isn't. And that's what I really love, is the mystery. But it's a really, really good overlooked movie, and it really is, I think, his
Yeah.
last great film.
All right. Kill, how about you, man? What do you have for your second Tim Burton pick?
Well, it's funny. I gotta say my main ones have already been picked. I love Sweeney Todd, but you know what? I love Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter, and so I love Corpse Bride.
Oh, there you
Ooh,
go.
okay.
That's
All right.
Because that's their first time getting together, and it's a cute movie. I love the stop motion animation. That kind of claymation, old school style. I love the creepiness of it, and it's a cute, fun movie. I think it still holds up, and it's so Tim Burton.
Yeah, it is.
It's and that's the only other way I could say it. It's so Tim Burton. It's dripping with Burtonisms, and
Yep.
you either like it or you hate it, and I like it. I love the Corpse Bride. So
All right. For me, it was interesting because I had a couple that I was thinking, okay, will anyone say this one? Because I've really enjoyed his career. He's had some really amazing films over the course of his career. So, anyways, this was actually kind of tough to whittle it down, but this is a film that I think some people had issues with, and I don't know, maybe it was just the time period of when I saw it, because at the time I was, I was still pretty young, but I enjoyed it so much, and maybe it was because it was, I guess you could consider it a franchise film. But I never understood the hate for it. I really enjoyed it, so I'm just gonna stop teasing it. But I'm putting on Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
All right.
Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, look,
I'm not the only one that likes it. Thank you.
I liked
yeah,
it. I didn't hate it.
Are you
Oh,
talking
I
about
mean-
like the Caesar?
no, not
No.
those. I'm
Which
talking
one
about
was
Mark
the
Wahlberg.
Caesar
Mark
one?
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, you haven't
And-
shown me those ones, have you?
Oh
It was
no, I
only one.
haven't. Yeah, it was one. Yeah,
Well,
but
you need to show me those ones.
yeah, I'll show you that one, because what I did is I showed her the Apes trilogy, and of course we saw the newest Apes film in the theater when it came out recently.
Fantastic
But
movies.
but this one, I enjoyed it. Look, I won't keep saying it, but I'm just saying there are a lot of people that have a lot of issues with this film, and I never really understood it because I saw it in the theater. I was a big Planet of the Apes, fan. Me and Kill grew up, on those films. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that Tim Burton was doing one, I was like, hell yeah, man! Let's see what this guy's gonna do. And I had so much fun with it. Saw it in the theater, and I was like, that was a nice look. When you do a remake, it's always a challenge because you have to honor the film that came before, but you don't want to do the same damn thing. And I felt as though Tim Burton was able to have that balance. It wasn't the same exact story, but it did honor the original with Charlton Heston. So, anyways, all right, I'll stop ranting about it.
Great choice. That brought a smile to my face because everyone
Good.
hates on that one, and now it's nice to
Yes.
know that like you and Kill enjoy it. It's
Man,
hard to
we should-
find people that enjoy that film.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to have a
Yeah.
discussion on as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, please.
Okay, Coriander. How about you? What's your last Tim Burton pick?
Okay, so this last one is probably one of, my favorites, and my girls, they both really like it. It's A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. That's usually
Very cool.
something you usually watch around Christmas.
Yeah.
Good one.
And you can
absolutely.
even watch it around Halloween.
Mhm.
We like it that much that we can, get it for 2 holidays. So yeah. I think
That's the
not
beauty
bad.
of that film,
Plus-
is that you can do it both.
And and plus they kidnapped the Easter Bunny. So it could really
I love
work
that
for
part, yeah.
3. Never thought of that. I never thought of that. I
Hey.
just thought of that. So there you go. Cheers.
All
No,
right.
I'm just joking.
Very cool. And Chris was saying, I think for Planet of the Apes, very underrated and disappointed it didn't get a sequel. I know,
Yep.
right? I was like,
Yep.
I wanted to see what they were going to do with it.
Go Mark Wahlberg.
Because
right?
they were, huh?
I'm just saying, go Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, no, I thought
I'd
it was a
support
really
it.
cool film and it was a great ending.
Right?
So,
Mhm.
all right, Eric, what do you have for your last pick?
Okay, this one is another one I've seen in theaters. I've probably seen again Burton's in theaters more than the other two. Special place in my heart. And it's also now got a special place in my heart because I watched it with my daughter when she was very, very young, and she was smart enough to put two and two together about the theme. I went with Edward Scissorhands.
There it is. I was
It's a
waiting to
good
see if
one.
we were
I
gonna get
love-
on there.
I figured someone would pick it.
Yep, I said it before. Fish out of water stories. That's one of my go-tos, and this is a really big fish out of water where you got Edward, who he lived this. He's literally created by Vincent Price. He's brought in. It's so absurd. He's brought in by the Avon lady, wonderfully played by Diane Wiest. She's thrown into suburbia, and he doesn't fit with all these eccentric and weird characters. But again, you know, he falls in love with Winona Ryder, and who didn't at that time? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what I really like about this is it's not just fish out of water. It's about someone who's different, and they're treated bad because they're different. We've all had that happen in our life one time or another. And what I liked about this, and this is the reason why I put it on, because I said a special place with my daughter. She was trying to think. She was probably 5 or 6 when she watched it with me, and she was able to she's like, why do people treat Edward bad just because he's different?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if a 5-year-old can put 2 and 2 together by a simple movie, a simple fantasy movie like that, you know, that says something. And that's what I liked about like this movie, because it has that message, but you're not beaten over the head with it. You know what I mean? You can just see it. It happens, and then, you know, it's right there for like a discussion. So you have, you know, the adult stuff like that, but then you have the fun, whimsical fantasy stuff of him trying to eat peas with scissors, or he can't sleep in a waterbed. So you got the little hijinks and stuff like that. And then you got a pre-Tommy Doyle, Anthony Michael Hall trying to be a thug, and he gets it in the end. So that's always a bonus. But I love this film from beginning to end.
All right. Well said, man. Okay. Kill, how about you? What's your last Tim Burton pick?
My last one, you know, and I can't remember if you know, maybe people didn't like this one as much as the one that came before it, but I loved it, and I loved how different it was. My last one is Batman Returns.
All right.
Like I love the changing of seasons. I love the winter wonderland, dark, even more Burtonisms. Like it was like
Right?
it was like Tim was like, "Oh, you thought the first movie was dark? I'm gonna make it wintertime.
It was weird as shit.
We're gonna have the penguin. He's gonna be doing weird penguin shit. You know, you know, he's gonna be strapping rockets to penguins and whatnot. And we're gonna have Michelle Pfeiffer
killing people with penguins, bro.
Dude, we're gonna kill Michelle Pfeiffer. She straight up dies.
Yeah,
She comes back. Like the cats lick her back to live the realm of the living, and she kills Christopher Walken. This was a dark Batman.
Hey, look,
so
people
dark,
weren't ready
so dark.
for that.
McDonald's pulled all the Happy Meals and stuff. They did not want to be associated with it.
Yeah, this wasn't 89. This was Tim saying, "Okay, I got away with it in this one, but now I'm gonna go for it." We're gonna get Danny DeVito. He's gonna be ripping fish in half with his
biting people's noses. Yeah.
This look, guys. God. If you have not watched Batman Returns by Tim Burton in a long time like me, give it a watch and just realize how dark that movie is.
It's true.
And I loved it, you know, and Michael Keaton is back, and it's a darker movie.
Look, somebody in the back offices of Warner Brothers was like, wait a minute, what did he just do? And calling up people. Did you see what Tim just did?
Did they murder Michelle Pfeiffer? Like, what?
You don't murder Michelle Pfeiffer. What are you doing? No, good call. I didn't know if anyone was gonna pick it. I was ready to go, man. My finger was
Oh
on the
boy,
trigger.
good choice.
Hey,
good
Um,
choice.
you know I got you.
Yeah, man, you're all right. Bronson saying Johnny Depp definitely had the silent movie actor quality when he was playing Edward Scissorhands. He never
Mhm.
stops talking in Ed Wood. Jack Sparrow never stops talking. Neither does Beetlejuice. I will say, one thing about, well, and there's certain actors too, but I think Tim Burton, one thing you can also say is that in his movies, um, especially a lot of these that we've talked about, there's a very vibrant dialogue. You know what I'm saying? There's like some really cool dialogue between so many great actors. If you think about the actors in these films we've just mentioned, for all these directors, but specifically Tim Burton right now, legendary. Even besides Johnny Depp himself. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
what a career! What a career! Bron says, "Can any of you imagine Tim Curry playing Beetlejuice?" Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
That'd be
Tim
pretty
Tim
cool. Yeah.
Tim Curry can do no wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He can do
Yeah.
no wrong. He literally can do anything. He can be the funny
Mm-hmm.
guy. He can be a good guy. He can be an absolute
Hmm.
villain. He can be a despicable
Sexy and fishnets.
hate. Well, I guess
I
that too.
mean,
There you go.
yeah, man.
All right. So my okay. So my last pick. Now again, I think with Tim Burton, one thing about him that I have to give him so much credit for is, and we've kind of all touched upon it, he's got this style. He has this imagination. He's obviously, we all know he's eccentric, but he just has this way of being creative. Kill was just talking about the differences that he did in Batman Returns versus Batman. And both films are
Mhm.
very creative, but he was able to even turn it up to another level in the sequel. And one of the films that I had on my list as a possible that I actually enjoyed quite a bit, and again, Tim has had a lot of success throughout his career, but this was a movie that was almost like a no-brainer that you have Tim Burton directed, and that's Alice in Wonderland. It's
Mm.
like, when you talk about creativity, colors and fantasy, imagination, and so forth. It's like, man, what other director would you get? I mean, I know there's others that could do it and probably do a great job as well, but it's like Tim Burton is just, I think that's why he's very special, in my opinion, anyways, because he's one of those directors that's just at the top of that list for certain types of films, like an Alice in Wonderland or like a Beetlejuice. You know what I'm saying? Because he just has this imagination, this uniqueness within him. So I'm putting in Alice in Wonderland. Okay, let's see. Uh, Bronson saying, "Who's your least favorite vampire? Eddie Murphy in Vampire in Brooklyn or Johnny Depp in Dark Shadows?" Ooh.
Mm.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, in this case, probably Johnny Depp because, and I know, and
Eddie was
Kill,
smooth.
Kill, we were just talking about this the other week when we were talking about Universal Monster adjacent or modern Universal Monster type of stuff, vampires and all that. I just think that they went a little too much into the comedy with Dark Shadows. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a great cast and everybody did what they were asked to do, but I wish it was a little bit more serious. So yeah,
Well,
I'd say Johnny Depp was my least favorite between the two as well.
well, and plus, in my opinion, Johnny Depp, his vampire wasn't really the bad guy. Eddie
Right,
Murphy's vampire was the bad guy.
right, right.
Like Johnny Depp's character was kind of like, oh, I've woken up after the curse, and who was it? Eva Green was trying to kill him or whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But straight up, Eddie Murphy was not a good guy. He was a
Yeah,
suave, smooth ass, killer ass vampire.
yeah, yep, absolutely. Guys, okay, so this is what we have for our list. This is a huge list, man, huge list. And some great films by all of these directors. You guys in the comments, let us know what you think. This is what I want to try to do. I don't know if we're going to get a chance to finish this. And so we're going to have to try to move quick on it in a way, as difficult as this may be. We're going to eliminate films. Okay. And we're going to eliminate them one by one, and we'll just take a vote between us. Okay.
Mhm.
And see what we can do. If we come to a stalemate, like a 2-2, we'll ask the chat and we'll do something real quick to break the tie. Okay. That's what we're going to do. So for you guys in the chat, let us know what you think as well. So obviously we're eliminating films. So the first film we're eliminating is what we would think is the worst on this list. I'm not saying it's a bad film. For you guys in the chat, in my opinion anyways, you know, you guys can speak to it as well. I think all these films are good in their own right. They're all good films. You know, I've watched every single film on this list. What was
I
that,
have my
Brandon?
vote.
Oh,
I
okay.
know my
Like,
first movie.
okay, let's start with Coriander because she's jumping it. Okay, Coriander,
No,
what's
I'm just saying, if you guys aren't ready, I certainly am.
well, no, we're gonna do this in order because that way it'll be you know, we can kind of have some logic to it. Let me just make the print a little bit smaller. Okay. All right.
All right.
So we've got a huge list here. Coriander, what's the first film you think should be taken off?
Okay, so don't hate me, Eric. It has nothing to do with you. It's just
Sure.
a shit movie. Vampires.
Okay.
No,
Wow.
no.
Out of all of these movies, Vampires is going first?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, Eric, what's going first? And if you need me to move this list, I can. Just let me know and I can
Hey,
scroll.
and if anybody in the chat, please back me up. Let's get this movie off this
Wow.
list.
The
All right,
reason
let's
You
why
can
get
chat
that
it,
going.
please.
All right.
Please.
The reason why I'm picking this, and it's not because she picked vampires, and I respect it for what it did. It's a movie that makes me uncomfortable, and I'll never watch it again. I'm saying Last House on the Left.
Wow. Okay. All right. You know, I just realized I wrote Alice in Wonderful. What am I doing? All right. Kill. What's the movie that's got to go first on this list?
I'm gonna say Deadly Blessing because
Wow.
I don't even really remember that movie.
Yeah, I've never seen
Okay.
it, so
Okay. Wow, you guys really threw me for a loop there. I'm gonna go. Eric, what did you say? You said Last House
I
on the
said
Left?
Last House on the Left.
Wow. All right. Out of this list, man, this is kind of tough. I'm gonna go with Corpse Bride. Not that I didn't like it, but probably, yeah, I definitely watch it the least amount of times out of this. Okay, so look, let's do this real quick. And Eric, I'm gonna have you just pick someone randomly in the chat. We may not even have many people that'll do it. In the chat, between Corpse Bride, Last House on the Left, Vampires, and what was the other one?
You can't even remember the name of it. Deadly Blessing.
Deadly Blessing. Kill. Look, man, if you knew how many screens I've got open on my laptop,
I know.
I'm telling you, man. So for you guys in the chat, let us know which film should leave first. Okay, and let's just have you guys tell us in the chat, and then we're gonna eliminate it. Okay, Coriander, you there?
Oops, yes.
Okay,
Hi.
all right. In the chat, so let's have you guys tell us which film leaves this list first. Is it Corpse Bride, Deadly Blessing, Last House on the Left, or John Carpenter's Vampires? And we'll give you guys, I don't know, like 20 seconds. I didn't think we were going to go all over the board like that in the beginning. God. Oh my God. All right, we're going to go another 5 seconds. And then Eric, you're just going to pick one. I know scrolling probably won't be doable, but just pick somebody.
You know what I'll do? I'll make it fair. I'll make it whatever the first comment is. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
first comment was let me know if when we're done though. But
yeah, we are done.
Okay. First comment. It was vampires.
What? It was?
It
Wow.
was. First comment. We are the Weirdos Book Club said vampires.
Wow. Out of all these films.
Out of all of those films, like Starman, I'm looking at you too, that you weren't named. Like, man.
Wow. Okay. There it is. Okay. So Vampires is off the list. Okay. So we still got a whole bunch. Let's try to run through this. Coriander, what's your next vote for film that you want off? And again, you guys can ask me to scroll
No, wait,
or
did
what
you
have
just
you.
say that vampires is off the list?
Yeah, it's off the list. You're happy.
Oh,
Yay.
Her work
yeah.
here is done. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, I can go home. No,
Yeah.
okay. Oh my God. You're going so damn fast and it's so small.
Dude,
Um,
just
you know, I haven't seen Planet of the Apes. I have to pick a movie that I haven't seen. I haven't seen
okay.
that. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Eric, how about you?
You know, I'm gonna have to do the same. You know, I'll be fair, and I haven't seen Deadly Blessing, so I'll remove that.
Wow.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Kill, how about you?
Deadly Blessing.
Wow.
You guys.
I would pick. I'd still go with Corpse Bride. So Deadly Blessing has 2 votes. So Deadly Blessing is going off. Holy crap. Wow. That's crazy. That is
Mhm.
crazy. Okay. Next up, Coriander, what's the next one that you want to vote off?
Mm, um, oh my, Jesus.
Dude, listen, let me just say this real quick. I'm
all
scrolling
right,
as
let's
best as
do,
I can. This is tough to do on a laptop.
let's do, so you said Corpse Bride, so I'll go with Corpse Bride.
Okay, Eric, how about you?
I've only seen it once, and I haven't seen it since theaters, and it was not a fun time. Sorry, Knight. I'm going with Cursed.
Wow. Okay, Kill, how about you?
Starman.
Dang. Okay, so you're going with Cursed, Eric. We got Starman. What did you go with, Coriander? Corpse Bride?
Corpse Bride. Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna go with that because I'm voting Corpse Bride as well. So Corpse Bride is out with 2 votes. Okay, this is interesting. Okay,
Corpse Bride is out, but Starman is what is
Hey.
going on here? Okay.
hey, you know it is what it is, man.
I'll go with
It
you
is-
next, Killian, because
it
I
is
don't
what-
really remember that movie except for those couple of scenes I talked about.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so what? Brandon just said Halloween. Not gonna happen.
No, sir.
Not yet.
Definitely not this
Not-
early.
Not today, Satan. I'm just joking. I'm just messing with you.
Whoa.
All right. All right. Listen, he knows where he's at. He knows what channel this is. Okay, Coriander, what's the next movie that's got to leave this list?
The one that Killian picked.
Which one is
Starman.
it? Starman.
Yeah,
Okay.
Starman.
Eric,
Mhm.
how about you?
I'm not picking Starman. I'm sticking with Cursed.
Dang. Kill. How about you?
Starman.
Damn it.
Wow. Kill. Really? Wow. You weren't a fan of Starman? Okay.
Eric, I'm
just
sniffing your way
'cause
next.
Because we
Don't worry.
haven't I don't think we've ever really talked about it, but I remember as a kid, when mom and dad had rented it.
Well, but I'm just looking at all the other ones.
yeah.
Mhm.
And
No,
it's
I
just
know.
like,
I know.
like Corpse
actually have
Bride is gone, but Starman is still there sipping a margarita. And I'm just like, how? What?
Not for
Oh my
long.
God. Okay. All right. So Eric, you went with Cursed. Coriander,
Yes,
what did
sir.
you go with?
Starman.
Starman.
Oh, and you did too, Kill, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Starman's got to go. I'll go with Starman.
It's gonna
It's
go.
gotta go. I wasn't gonna go with Cursed, so either way, he would.
But I
have
will
had 2
watch
votes
it,
off.
Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, the list is getting a little bit smaller there. Coriander, what's
Yep.
next that has to leave this list?
Cursed.
Dang. Eric, how about you?
Sticking with it. Cursed.
Kill, how about you?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh.
Ooh.
Are you
Sorry,
fucking
not
kidding
sorry.
me?
No,
Are
I'm
you
not
kidding me
fucking
right
kidding
now?
you. Look, hey,
You're
compared to
gonna
the
leave
other.
friggin'
Look, wait a
wait,
second.
wait, whoa.
Is
You just passed them all.
Pee Wee gonna stay and Batman goes? Or is
No.
that what we
Dude,
think we're
Alice
doing
in
here?
fucking Wonderland's gonna stay before Pee Wee?
I like
Did you
Alice
forget
in Wonderland.
Large Marge? Did you forget that scene? That was a scary scene,
Forget it.
right? Come on, man. What the hell is going on here?
It's
Hey,
good to be
Doom
back.
Turkey's-
You know, it's good to be
Jesus.
back.
Doom Turkey
Hey.
said, "Leave Cursed alone, you monsters."
I know. I agree, Doom Turkey.
Okay.
Oh
Like I
my
said, I
God.
saw it once and I don't remember.
You
liking
gotta
it, so
leave
gotta
friggin'
go
Big
if I
Adventure
remember.
alone. That's what's gonna
All right.
happen.
So Coriander and Eric, you guys went with Cursed, right?
Yes, sir.
Hashtag save Big Adventure.
Oh,
Someone's gotta
man.
save it. Save it.
I'm gonna, because I do enjoy Cursed, but I'm gonna go with Big Fish. Now this is what we're gonna do, guys, and I didn't even throw this out there yet, but for you guys in the chat, because I can see some people are getting really into it. If you guys want to save a movie, if you guys send in a super chat, you can save a movie. Okay, you can save one because I think this is gonna get pretty competitive here. I got
It
this
already
It
feeling.
has.
already did.
Yeah,
I got this feeling. So if you guys
gonna
send
get.
if you send it a super chat, you can save a movie. But you have
Or
to
get
do it
rid of
quick
one.
because
Get rid of it.
well, yes, if we get into a stalemate like we did a few rounds ago, which was interesting. So and you guys got
Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride are damn near almost the same ass movie.
This is true. This is true.
Save
All right.
Pee-wee.
Well, Pee Wee hasn't gone yet. Okay, so look, so that
But he's
means
up on the chopping block.
yeah, I know. So well, no, Cursed is on the chopping block because you and
Cursed
Eric
is on the
voted for
chopping block.
Cursed. So Cursed is on
Oh,
the chopping
okay.
block. If anybody wants to save
Okay.
Cursed, this is the time to do it. We're gonna give you guys like 10 seconds, and then it's gonna go because we got to try to run through this list and get this done as much as possible. Okay, let's do it. Cursed is leaving. Eric, if anything pops up in the chat, and if you see it anyways, let me know. Okay, so Cursed is gone, which is a shame. I really
Oh.
enjoy Cursed. I really
I'm
do.
gonna give it a second shot. It's like I said, it's all on
Yeah.
memory, dude. I did not want to
Yeah.
return to it after seeing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, next up, Coriander. What's the next movie that has to go?
All right. So I guess I gotta start since I pretty much went with all you guys, right? Right?
Mhm,
I think
mhm.
so. Okay. So let's go with I haven't seen Big Fish. I'm sorry. I haven't seen
Okay.
that. Yeah.
All right, Eric.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go back and say Last House on the Left just because how
Dang.
uncomfortable it. I respect what it did. I don't like
Yeah.
the film.
Yeah, I get it. Kill.
I've only seen Big Fish one time,
Yeah,
but
you
I'm
have.
gonna still have to go with Pee Wee.
What? Oh, what, bro?
Big Fish
Look.
is a better movie than Pee Wee's Big
Are you
Adventure.
kidding?
Have you
Are you
seen Big
kidding?
Fish?
Come on.
Have you seen Big Fish?
He's trying to save his bike.
But
Someone stole his bike.
well, there's more than
Eric-
just a
Eric-
bicycle
Eric-
in Big Fish. Trust me.
Eric, I'm with you.
You
brother.
don't get it. His
I don't-
bicycle is more than just a bike.
Look, Big
It's
Fish.
more than just a bike.
In Big Fish.
Come on.
It's his
Big
father
Fish
in
is
Big
heart
Fish.
wrenching.
So, yeah.
All right. So look.
Come on, man.
God. All right. So
I don't think you guys realize how traumatic, right? Because he chained that friggin' bike to that clown. He had miles
What are
and
we
miles
doing?
of chain, right?
I think
And
you
someone
hit a
just
nerve,
cut
Kill.
through that thing like it was nothing.
Like you stole their
Okay.
bike.
Right.
So when Pee Wee came out and saw that, he was just like, holy shit, man, right? And he ran
All
back in
I
and
can make so
blew
many
his
bad.
horn and
Bro,
I can make
listen.
so
Yeah.
many bad jokes about Pee Wee with stuff
All right.
that happened in real life, but I'm not
Look,
gonna go down that avenue.
Listen.
And
All right,
you're
hold on. Let
laughing
me
because you
jump
know what I
in.
can say.
Let
you
me jump
know?
in. Hey, let me jump in. All right, we gotta move on here. All right, so let's do this. All right, so
oh man.
Eric, you went with Last House.
Correct.
Kill, you went with Pee Wee. And Coriander, you went with Big Fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with Big Fish. So Big Fish is
Damn.
gone. It's gone.
Wow.
It's gone. It's
Mm.
gone, bro.
What
It's
is
gone.
going on in the world?
Sorry.
If
today?
anybody wants to save it, you got to do it quick. If you send in a super chat, you could do it. We're gonna keep on moving. See if we can see how far we can get in this list, because I'm really curious to see how it's gonna go. Coriander, what's the next film that has to go?
Okay. Let's do Beetlejuice.
What?
That's gotta go. Guys, these kiddie movies have to go. I'm
But
sorry.
you want
Kiddie
love-
movies like
Pee-wee to
Pee-wee?
stay. Well, you want Pee-wee to stay.
He's gonna be the last one to go, but these other ones gotta
Kiddie
go
movie.
first.
Oh,
These other ones have to go first.
What about The
Oh.
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Then that one's second to the last to go.
Okay, all right. She said Beetlejuice. Okay, Eric, what's the next film that's gotta go?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. I'll leave Last House for later. I'm gonna go with Assault on Precinct 13 only because it's been so long, and I honestly don't
What?
remember. Yeah, I said it. I honestly don't remember that much of it. You know.
That's
So
a
I'm gonna say Assault.
shame.
Hey, you said Beetlejuice. Okay, I guess gloves are off. So
Come on,
right,
come
all right.
on.
Kill. How about you?
I don't even know what's it. Pee-wee. I don't know what we're doing.
Are you really go? All right, you guys are getting wild up in here, man. All right, so we've got
you guys.
Beetlejuice, Pee-wee, and Assault on the list. Okay, I'm gonna go
Mhm.
with
Remember where you sleep.
dude. Lord,
No.
relax,
Whoa.
relax, relax.
I'm just joking.
I'm gonna okay. Now listen
But
again.
am I? No.
Dude, I love all these movies. These are all really good movies. So we're just trying to whittle away. I'm gonna go with. Oh, this is tough, bro. I'm gonna go with. I'm actually gonna go with Last House. I'm gonna go with Last House.
Now you pick it.
Well, listen, I'm saying this is what we got left.
Mhm.
And it's pretty much kind of like what Eric said. It's one of those films that, I respect it.
Mhm.
It's a good movie for what it is, but it's one of those films that it's just it's never going to be on a rotation of sorts. Okay. Just because of what it is. Okay. So we got Last House, Beetlejuice, Pee-wee, and what was the other one? Eric, what did you pick?
I said Assault on Precinct 13.
Assault, yeah. So it's Assault, Last House, Pee-wee, and Beetlejuice. People in the chat, which film needs to be eliminated next? We'll take the first person. So
First
is
comment.
it Assault? Yeah, first comment will be what we pick. So is it Assault on Precinct 13, Pee-wee, Last House, or Beetlejuice?
Scott Lauderdale, Last House.
Last House. Troy came in with Last House as well. Okay. Last House is gone. We're taking it out. Okay. Coriander, what's the next film that has to leave this list?
So I haven't seen Planet of the Apes. Sorry.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. All right. Kill. I'm sorry, Eric. How about you?
I'm going to stick with Assault on Precinct 13.
Ooh. Wow. Kill. How about you?
Pee-wee.
Dude.
Dude.
Bro. All right.
Maybe I'm not following the rules of this game, but based off of what's left for
Yeah,
me,
I get
that's
it. I
the
get
one
it.
that I think needs to go next.
Okay, strategy as well, though, bro. Strategy as well. All right. So
I'm not voting for Assault.
Yeah,
Damn
well,
that.
I get that. All right, so we've got Assault, we've got Planet of the Apes, and we've got Pee-wee. Wow.
Like you said, Knight, strategy.
I'm
your
gonna
choices.
go out of these movies. I'm gonna go with Red Eye. I'm gonna go with Red Eye. And it's not that I don't. Again, these are all films I like or love, but if I'm going on rewatchability as well as part of my factoring in Red Eye, I've seen it, a handful of times, but it's not something that I've watched a lot over the years. So that's where I'm going. Okay, so in the chat, we've got on the chopping block, we've got we've got Assault, we've got Planet of the Apes, we've got Pee-wee, and we've got Red Eye. What's the next film that has to leave? We'll take the first comment in the chat.
Mike, when's the last time you watched Pee-wee?
Dude, it's been forever. It's been years.
But yet you just said red. God damn.
Well,
Red
that's
Eye
true, but
is
I
not
watched Pee-wee a
rewatchable.
lot when I was a kid, though.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
It's Paul Rubens, baby. Come on. All right.
That's right.
Eric, do you see?
Come on.
Let's call
He
it.
was in
let's see
Buffy.
here. It looks like the first one that I see from Troy was Apes.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you.
If anybody wants to say Planet of the Apes, if you send in the super chat, you can say
Now
it.
this might hurt Kill's feelings. Everyone else said Pee-wee, but Troy said Apes
Wow.
first.
Awesome.
man.
Troy the man. Let's let it go.
Dang, man. Planet of the Apes was awesome. It really was.
I just
Somebody
haven't seen
save it. No,
It
I
might
know.
be like,
Why?
no, let's just let it go. Let's just let it
Dude.
go.
Stop. Stop.
Let's just let
Brandon,
it go.
Brandon,
Yes.
what's your next? Dude, come on, man. I'm trying to.
Well, how can they save it if we move on, right?
Well,
if we
because
move on, they
I'll
can't save it.
in my head, I'll keep a little bit of a timer, but I'm trying to
Dude,
move along so we can
okay.
get some of this. Because
Okay,
someone
I get
has to
you.
go to work tonight of the four of us.
I get you. I get it.
How about
I
that?
get it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
This isn't my first
Gotcha.
rodeo. Okay, Coriander, what's the next film that has to leave?
Red Eye.
Eric.
Don't really. Yeah.
You know what? I'll agree with that because of what you said night previously, the rewatchability. So I'll go with Red Eye.
Kill.
I'm not voting for that, so Pee-wee.
Well,
Good for
guess
you, Kill.
what?
Stand your ground.
I'm voting for it, so Red Eye.
All
Red
right.
Eye's gone. Kill's trying to get Pee-wee off this thing. That's great. All right.
Let's see.
Coriander.
Let's
What's the
see.
next one
All
that's
right.
got to go?
Let's do. My God, you're going so fast. Prince of Darkness.
What? Really?
Okay, no wait. Go down. Go all the way down.
Cats and dogs.
Your mind.
Live
but
in
Frank
with
and
each other.
Weenie. Oh no, it's not
Dude,
there.
that's not
Frank
on
and Weenie's
there.
not
Come
on there. Now she's real.
I know. I'm just joking. Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, are you
Let's
sure?
get rid of that one. Yeah.
Okay,
That one's
Eric.
got to go. Come on.
Okay.
If it's
Eric.
I can agree with Alice in Wonderland. It didn't really stick out other than the visuals to me, so I can agree with that.
All right, Kill.
Sure, Alice in Wonderland.
He's all dejected.
I just don't know what's going on here.
I love you, man. Hey, look, can I say something? We and Coriander knows this. We did these types of elimination lists on Fridays for a little while, and this was the same type of vibe. It's like someone always has a film that like, what? Why would you eliminate that? So this is a lot of fun. All right, so Alice in Wonderland is gone. Real quick in the chat,
and it usually never goes to in my favor. So the fact that it's going this way, wow, man,
you're doing all right.
It's
You're doing all right.
blowing my freaking mind, man.
Real quick, I want to say hey to Denisha. Hope you're doing well, Denisha. Good to have you here tonight. And by the way, if you guys haven't hit the like button, please do. It definitely helps us out, and that'd be really, really cool. Coriander, what is the film that has to leave next?
Planet of the Apes. I'm sorry, babe, but I haven't seen it.
No, Planet of the Apes is gone. It's gone.
It is gone? Okay.
Yep.
Let's do Prince of Darkness.
Dang. Eric, how about you?
Hills Have Eyes.
Kill.
What?
Yep.
Hills Have Eyes.
Oh no.
I actually could agree with that. I'll go with Hills Have Eyes as well.
What? Oh no, no one's gonna save it.
Dude, if anybody wants to save it in the chat, you can save it.
That's
To
all right.
save The Hills Have Eyes, you can save it. Yeah, if you send in a super
That's
chat.
a really good movie.
And by the way, it helps the
really
channel as
good
well.
movie.
We appreciate that. Yeah, it is a good movie. All of these are good
Mhm.
movies.
is.
There's no doubt.
But
Okay.
it's but to me, I
Right.
think it's better than Prince of Darkness. I'm sorry. Come on, man. That's fucking
Dude, have you
bullshit.
seen, hold on, have you seen Prince? Wait a minute. When was the last time you've seen Prince of Darkness?
When we did it, when did we watch it last?
Battle World. I know we did that.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, for Battle World. Yeah, you're right.
So there you
Okay.
go.
But wasn't that like? But that's a film you haven't seen a lot of, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because I'm just not a real big fan of it. It just doesn't hit me. Like I like
Okay.
In the Mouth of Madness, definitely. Prince of Darkness,
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that was
it's
the
got
Battle
some
World.
cool moments.
We had Prince of
Yeah.
Darkness versus Mouth of Madness. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's got some cool moments, but
Yeah. Real quick too, we got Erica in the chat saying, "Hey all, thank you so much. We appreciate that, and hope you're enjoying the conversation." And let's see. I think I'm caught up pretty much. Hey, we got Steven in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Steven.
hello.
Good to have you, man. Steven, you'd love this, man. We got we got a war going on here. Coriander, what's the next film out of all of these that has to be eliminated next?
Let's do trying to see. Edward Scissorhands.
All right.
Sorry.
Eric, how about you?
I'm not gonna do that one. You know what? Honestly, as much as I like it, it's another one that it's really, really slow in a lot of parts. I'll just say They Live.
What?
Yeah. Hey, I love Roddy Piper,
I'm
but
glad
I gotta
both
be
of
in the
you
right.
all. I'm
I
glad
gotta be in the
y'all.
right mood for that movie.
There's a lot of madness going on.
But like also, Kill says it's
don't-
compared to the other things on the list, in my opinion.
Pee-wee? Pee-wee says that they live. Hold up. Now, even Coriander, I'm looking at you. Pee-wee or They Live?
I would put on my sunglasses.
No. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Edward Scissorhands. Like,
Okay, and
this
Coriander.
is madness. This is Sparta.
This is Sparta. All right, I will go. I'll agree with that. So we got Edward Scissorhands is going to be leaving. A good film though. Good film. If anybody wants to save Edward Scissorhands, now's the time. If you send in a super chat, you can save it. Wow, but that was a crazy round right there, man. Seriously. Doom Turkey said Eric must be all out of bubble gum. There you go.
I don't even like bubblegum.
That's too funny. Hey, look, Coriander. Steven
Yeah,
said,
man.
"Oh, these are eliminations. Okay, not shocker." That was good.
Oh my
Yeah, he
god,
knows-
is that movie still there?
Dude.
Yeah, Shocker's still there.
That is next. That is my
Yeah.
next pick. I gotta go get my glasses. That's bad.
Okay.
You were
Good
going
night.
so
Good night.
fast. I can't put that
Shocker
shit
was
on.
hiding just like Starman was up there hiding.
It's gotta go. That
right,
shit's
all right,
gotta
listen.
go.
Okay, so Corey, sorry, Steven just outed out his film there. All right, so
He
Coriander's
did.
Steven.
I love you,
Poor
Steven,
Steven.
but that's gotta go.
Coriander's going with Shocker. Eric, what's the next film that has to be eliminated from this list of the goats?
I honestly, if like I said with how Kill's doing it, compared to the other ones, Shocker is one of the weakest ones. I can honestly say my choice or not.
Crap.
I'll throw it up there.
Wow. What? Wow.
Hey,
Okay,
Hey,
Kill.
You know what? Yeah, Shocker.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter what I pick. So Shocker.
Yeah, I
okay.
don't care anymore because Pee-wee is still there. Yes,
Dude.
he's in everything.
Pee-wee is
Dude.
surviving. All right, so
Hey,
listen.
can you do us all a favor?
Yeah.
Now that you've eliminated some of these, can't you
I-
make this a little larger, this
Well,
font?
listen, I can't because then I'm gonna have
I'm
to scroll
getting
more.
in
This is-
to that age
right, well,
where
listen.
I can't see it. And
Okay,
I don't have a
listen.
magnifying glass, and my
Listen.
glass is not working, dude.
I'm gonna read them off. This is the best I can do because I have to scroll through them.
Oh, my
Okay,
dear
I've already
God.
pre-thought this out. This isn't the first time we've done this. All right, so
Oh,
listen, Shockers on the chopping block. If anybody wants to save Shocker, now's the time to do it. We'll
no.
give you guys just a couple of seconds. Real
Oh,
quick,
my
in the
God.
chat, Brandon is saying, Pee Wee, come on. There you go.
Could you imagine?
Yep.
That would
Bronson,
be
that'd be crazy.
wow.
Hey, it could happen. We saw some crazy stuff on Friday nights. You remember that, Coriander?
I know, but no. That's not
Bronson
gonna happen.
saying the movie Trick or Treat starts off as A Nightmare on Elm Street, then it turns to Shocker. The end
Yeah.
of the movie ended up with My Soul to Take. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how it does morph around. No, I'm not gonna do that, Troy. Listen, you guys, look, I'm controlling this. There's a reason I'm keeping them on the screen. Okay, you guys are funny. All right, so there it is.
Steven
know
has
what?
spoken.
I knew when the money is on the line, that only one man will come in and save the day.
Steven, damn it, Steven.
Shocker is saved. That is
Oh
awesome.
my God.
Steven, thank you.
Jeez.
Thank you so much, man. Seriously, we appreciate
All
that.
right.
Very cool. Look, real quick, just just because he's our man, let's do this.
All
This
right.
one's for you, Steven.
Big trouble in little China.
There it is. There it is. Okay, Coriander, what's the next film that
Right.
has to be taken off this list?
Shocker.
Eric.
We need to move this along. I'm
Yes.
picking Pee Wee because I think I know what Kill will pick, so we can
Jeez.
move along.
Oh.
All right.
Pee-wee.
Kill. All right, he's going with Pee Wee. Wow.
Come
I
on,
got
babe.
you,
Pick
brother.
Shocker and let's make it a tie. Let's go, baby. No.
This is tough, man. If I really what?
No, go ahead.
Wow. If I really had to pick one though, out of all of these, oof. I'd go with The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Good for you.
I would go. All right, but hold on. But that still means that Pee Wee's on the chopping
I
block.
know. But
So
I'm glad you
anyone-
didn't pick it. So
it-
thank you.
Wow. Okay. Anyone in the chat, if you want to save Pee Wee, this is your time to do it. Nightfall's not going to do it though. He's like Shocker and Pee Wee can go. There you go.
Thank you.
And
Oh,
looks-
come on.
Steven said, "Oh no, not John singing." Yeah, I know. John Carpenter has a little band. And if anyone wants to save Pee Wee, this is the time. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, looks like it
Wow.
happened.
Troy
I tried,
came
Kill.
in.
I tried.
Wow, are you serious? Take Pee Wee haters. As a horror guy, I can easily say it's top 5 from this list.
What?
Wow, that
You're
is
getting love from me.
that is awesome. Troy, you're all right. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate that. And of course, it's the cream.
He was my favorite
Cream.
variant.
Yeah, let me say it here. Let me say it out loud. Yeah, you mean Gene Okerlund. You know that I'm the cream. I am the cream, yeah.
All right, there it is. There it is. Wow, we're getting saves. Okay, Coriander, what's got to go?
Shocker.
Shocker. Eric.
Shocker.
Kill.
Shocker.
And I'll go
Yeah.
with Shocker too. So if we get to 4, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. All right. Sorry, Steven.
right.
Steven's like, what? But it did survive another 2 rounds. It did.
It's the
Sorry.
new rule, Steven. The new rule.
Those are the rules. You gotta stop. All right.
Hey, it lasted longer than vampires, okay?
It did. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my
All right.
God.
Coriander, what's got to go next?
Okay, let's go with Beetlejuice, man.
Are you freaking serious? Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Eric.
No, I'm not gonna go with that one.
No, you're not.
Oh my
That,
god.
that makes it harder though.
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee. Because we gotta get the ball
Wow.
rolling.
Okay, kill.
Pee-wee.
All right. I'll go with Pee Wee as well. It's out of these
What?
that are left. Out of these that are left, bro. There's never been any
goddamn
left.
Dude, no. Come on.
Yeah, I'm doing it this way. I know what others will pick, and I also know what others won't pick. So I gotta keep it going.
Yeah,
I love
there you
Pee-wee,
go.
but we
Yeah,
can't be here till Wednesday. You know what I mean?
we can't. We can't. Look at Brandon's like Pee Wee. All right, Coriander. What's got to go next?
Fucking shocker.
Jeez, she's trying, man. Eric, how about you?
Fine, shocker.
Kill.
Shocker.
All right, I'll go with
I
Shocker.
can't believe Pee-wee's
Wait a minute, hold
gone,
on.
man. That's
Hold-
bullshit.
Wait a minute, hold
And
on.
Nightmare Before Christmas and
Shocker's already gone.
friggin'
Hey,
Shocker's already gone.
hey.
See, I'm
Re-
like,
Let's stay
Pee-wee
focused, guys. You guys are all over the place. Let me guide the car. Okay, Coriander, what has to leave that hasn't been taken yet?
let's do Prince of Darkness.
Dang, Eric.
Yeah,
I think
man.
that's fair with what's left. I'll go Prince of Darkness.
Wow. Kill.
No, I can't do that.
Thank you.
Nightmare
Thank
Before Christmas.
Yes, I'm going with Nightmare Before Christmas too. Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Screw
Okay.
both. That's all I have to
Listen,
say.
Bro, come on, man. Let's just
Well,
get down
listen
to
to you
brass
like, yeah. You're pretty
All right,
much
so
saying that to me, by
Listen.
going, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
no. Listen, all of these are great movies. We're just trying to eliminate. So people in the chat, which one should be eliminated next? The Nightmare Before Christmas or Prince of Darkness? First
Come on,
comment.
guys. Let's just do Prince
in.
of Darkness just to spite them. Pfft, come on. It's
Just
only
to
the right thing to do here. Come on.
Which should be eliminated next?
man.
The Nightmare Before
Nightmare.
Christmas. Oh,
Nightmare's
there it
got it.
is. Steven too. Doom Turkey and Steven. Okay, Nightmare has to go, bro. It has to go. All right.
This is
Coriander.
exhausting. Damn.
This is
I had
this
something I could just.
it's a marathon here. Coriander, what has to leave next?
Beetlejuice.
Wow. And that's why I won't do 2 shows a night. I won't do it. Eric, what has to leave next?
Jeez, man. I'm not picking that.
These kiddie movies have to go. Come
No,
on.
they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, they
These
do.
kiddie
They
movies. Well,
do.
Pee-wee did go, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, and so do the rest.
Assault
Now
on
I don't give a
Precinct because I
flying.
don't remember much.
The rest have to go.
All right, so you're going with Assault. Kill. How
Yep.
about you?
If I can't remember it, it goes.
I'm not going with Beetlejuice, and I'm not going for Salt. I'm going for People Under the Stairs.
Ooh.
Wow.
Go with your gut.
Let's just get rid of Beetlejuice. Come on,
dude,
man.
I am not getting rid of Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice
That's
is
ridiculous.
amazing. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
go with People on the Stairs
ridiculous.
as well, man. People on the Stairs. Yeah, I'm going with it. If anybody wants to save the People Under the Stairs, now's the time to do it. We'll give you guys a couple seconds. This is crazy. Hey, look, Nightfall said Sweeney Todd should go next.
No.
Kill loves Sweeney Todd, man. Steven said Todd Sweeney needs to go. Oh my god. All right. Steven said boo. JPEG says the fog has to disappear. What? That is no. Let's see. I think I'm caught up pretty good. Okay, Coriander. What has to leave next?
You gotta scroll this bitch down.
I am.
Thank
I
you.
Tim Burton is hanging in.
Beetlejuice.
Wow. Eric, how about you?
Oh, geez. Prince of Darkness.
Kill. How about you?
The Serpent in the Rainbow.
Ooh.
Curveball.
Oh, that hurts, bro. All right,
Hey,
listen.
it's Slim
Yeah.
Pickens.
Yeah.
Eric, which one did you go with?
He went with
Prince of-
Beetlejuice.
Prin- no, I didn't. I went
No.
with Prince of Darkness.
He went with Beetlejuice.
All right. So listen, I'm gonna. Ooh, wow. This is tough, bro. This is really tough. I will, just to put it out there as a vote, I'll go with Sleepy Hollow. And I really love Sleepy Hollow, but I'm just picking one. So people in the chat, the only reason I did that is so we can give it to the people.
Wow.
No, not well. I don't know. I really enjoy Sleepy Hollow. Let me just say this. Okay, guys in the chat, we've got 4 films: Sleepy Hollow, Beetlejuice, Prince of Darkness, and what was the last one? The Serpent and the Rainbow. Which is the film that needs...
Beetlejuice?
Let me explain this so they can do this. Which film needs to be eliminated next? Is it Serpent and the Rainbow, Beetlejuice, or the other ones? Or Sleepy Hollow?
If I'm reading Denisha's comment right, I think she's voting for Beetlejuice. You have to verify that. It seems like she's saying Beetlejuice.
She said needs to go for it. Coriander, you voted for Beetlejuice?
Yes, I did.
Oh, to go. Okay, well then it's got to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good job, girl.
Wow. That dude.
Yay.
You know that's wrong. Come on. Okay.
Oh
if
my
anybody
God,
wants to say Beetlejuice, this is the time to do it. If anyone believes in the power of Michael Keaton, this is the time to do it.
Dude.
Wow.
I'm not saying it's not a good movie, but on this list, you gotta freaking go.
No, I know. That's what makes this fun. Is just kind of what are we going to pick next? Okay.
Oh yeah, is it though? Okay.
Hey man, I'm just saying. Okay, so Coriander, let me just say this too for the people in the chat. So we've got Batman Returns, Sweeney Todd, Sleepy Hollow, Batman, Elm Street, New Nightmare, Scream 2, Scream, Serpent and the Rainbow, Prince of Darkness, Mouth of Madness, They Live, The Fog, Escape from New York, Big
Prince
Trouble,
of Darkness, man.
Christine, Halloween, The Thing, and Assault on Precinct 13. Coriander, what's the next one that has to go?
Prince of Darkness.
Okay, Eric.
Prince of Darkness.
Kill.
Serpent.
I picked both of them too, man.
Doesn't that suck when that happens?
I'll go with Serpent in the Rainbow. Yeah. All right. So chat, what should be eliminated next? Prince of Darkness or the Serpent and the Rainbow? Throw out your vote. First comment gets it. This is crazy. Wow. Brandon said that's so wrong. I know.
Wow.
Serpent.
Okay.
This is correct.
Wow.
This is the way.
This is the way. The Mandalorian. Okay. Coriander, what's the next film that has to leave?
Prince of Darkness.
Eric.
The same. Prince of Darkness.
Kill.
I'll go with that.
Okay. It's going. Prince of Darkness is going. If anybody wants to save it, this is the time to do it. Wow. Okay. Coriander, what's got to go next?
Sorry, Eric, but Big Trouble in Little China.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Eric, what's got to go next?
Oh boy. I'm gonna go with In the Mouth of Madness.
Kill.
In the Mouth. This is the way.
You got to do the Jedi mind trick too.
Yeah, I guess I could go with that. I'll go with that in the Mouth of Madness. Wow.
And I chose that one, and I'm going with
you did. I know you did. Okay, you guys in the chat, In the Mouth of Madness. Wow, who would have thought? JPEG, don't bury the serpent. It isn't dead. There you go. There you go. Okay, Coriander, what is going to leave next?
What's left on the bottom?
We've got Batman, Batman Returns, Sleepy Hollow, Sweeney Todd, Elm Street.
Okay, let's
New
get rid of
Nightmare.
Batman.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude,
Well, I think
you're like-
Batman Returns is a little more
you like
has a little more like oomph and a little,
Okay.
you know, a little
That's
more,
fair.
Oh, yeah.
you know.
That's fair. Okay, Eric, what's leaving next?
Definitely.
Nightfall's
not
like,
Batman.
no.
Yeah, not Batman.
Sorry.
Probably because I haven't seen it as much, so I'm not as attached to it. Honestly, I'll say The Fog.
Dang.
Ooh.
Kill. How about you?
I
I
said my
love this movie.
reasonings why.
I love this movie, but it's slim pickings here. Christine.
Yeah, I'll go with Christine as well. Out of what's left, I'll go with that as well. Yeah. Okay. Christine's on that chopping block, guys. Okay. Coriander, what do we got next?
I'm gonna go with let's do. I mean, no one went with Batman. I mean, come on, man.
Dude,
No, we
you're
know better.
talking to me, Eric, and
Jesus.
Kill. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real.
Jesus. All right, let's do
Batman is
Sleepy
my
Hollow.
Would you say Sleepy Hollow?
Yeah.
Okay, Eric.
Of what's left, I can say Sleepy Hollow.
Okay, Kill.
Assault on Precinct 13.
Okay,
I
actually,
get it.
I agree with that. Out of what's left, I would go with
Out of what's
Assault
left.
as well. Okay, so you guys in the chat, between Assault on Precinct 13 and
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow, what should be eliminated next? Let us know. First comment wins. Nightfall said Sleepy Hollow is better than Sweeney Todd.
Sleepy Hollow is gone.
Wow.
Troy got it.
Wow. Troy's not playing around, man. He's just ready on the trigger. If anybody wants to save Sleepy Hollow, this is your chance to do it.
Can I?
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, if you send it to Switch.
No. I'm
Just to be fair, we actually,
What
let me
else
just say
is
this,
still there?
and of course I'm playing with you too, but on Friday nights when we did the same type of setup, we actually had, you remember Coriander? I think it was JT, maybe even Sarah a couple times. Well, you did too. Coriander saved a couple too. She
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, I did.
Yes,
I had to
All right.
leave this shit to save it.
you did.
Can you
She-
scroll down?
She
I
left
did.
to get her card so she could save a movie. All right, so we've got
That's
Assault.
dedication.
It is. We got Assault, The Thing, Halloween, Big Trouble, Escape from New York, The Fog, They Live, Scream, Scream 2, New Nightmare, Original Elm Street, Batman, Sweeney Todd, and Batman Returns.
Oh my God, you guys.
Each director is hanging in there.
Yeah.
Wes
know.
has got a little bit of a hill to climb. Well, no, he's got 4.
You're making me
First-
rub my forehead. Batman's gonna go.
Dang. Really? Okay.
I
Eric.
I mean,
so.
most of these are horror movies.
Well, listen,
Right.
but we know that. But we
So-
were talking about favorites, so it was what it was as far as Tim Burton's filmography. So I'm just letting you guys know, and I think you
Mhm.
guys are looking at it the same way. I'm not. That's not a disadvantage to me because his films aren't horror films. Okay, we're just
Mhm. I
calling
get
it
that,
like it is.
but-
Okay. All right. So Eric, who are you voting for?
Because it's already been said, finally, Assault, Precinct 13.
Okay, Kill.
Oh, please, come
Assault.
on.
I agree
What?
with Assault. Assault's
You
gotta
guys,
go
you're gonna
for
leave
Batman.
Beetlejuice up there? Is that still up there?
No,
Okay.
Beetlejuice is gone, but Batman is still there.
But you're gonna leave
Right.
fucking Batman there?
Yeah,
And take off
yeah.
Assault?
hey, Never rub another
I'm
man's
giving you the night look here.
dude. All right, look. All right, Coriander.
You
What's
get
got?
that look,
Listen,
you know, you're like, shit, I just fucked up. You
look
know.
at Brandon. Brandon is on the edge of the cliff. Come on, man. You know the truth. All right, Coriander. What's got to leave next?
Batman.
Okay, Eric.
Not picking fucking Batman. This is really getting tough.
This is where I wanted to get to, basically.
I'll again. I don't have that much attachment to it. I'll go with The Fog again.
Okay, kill.
I love it, but I'll go with The Fog.
Oof. Yeah.
Come on, babe.
Dude, I am not picking Batman over The Fog. Come on, man.
You still have like Batman. What is it? Fucking Returns or Batman?
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
Eats whatever. What is it? Batman. I don't know what it's
All right, Coriander, what's got to leave next?
Do we need to ask?
called. What's on?
Sweeney Todd, Batman Returns, Batman, New Nightmare, Elm Street, Scream 2, Scream 1. They Live, Escape from New York, Big Trouble.
Scream 2. Oh,
Okay. Eric,
yeah.
how about you?
With what is left, I will say They Live.
Oof. Kill, how about you?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Scream 2 with what's left.
All right.
You can keep scrolling back and forth.
It doesn't change.
And Eric, what did you say?
I said They Live.
Jesus.
I would have gone with Sweeney Todd. But Scream 2 has the votes. So Scream 2 is on
Right.
the chopping block. So anybody that wants to save Scream 2, this is your chance to do it. All right. Wow. This is getting really tough. Okay. Coriander, what do we got next?
Okay, let's try this one. Batman Returns.
Okay.
Wow.
Eric.
No,
Eric,
that's
how
not gonna
about you?
happen. So Scream 2 is officially gone.
No one's
Yeah.
a taker?
Let's. You know what? I'll stick with They Live with what's left.
Wow. Okay, kill.
Doesn't mean I
Yeah.
don't like it.
You know
No, I
what?
know.
Because I love They Live. I'll back Coriander. Batman Returns.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Hey.
You know what? I actually, wow. Actually, will kind of agree with that. I'll go with Batman Returns as well. All right. Batman. This is crazy how this turns out. Batman Returns is on the chopping block. It is on
Are you
the
kidding me?
chopping
Is Alice in Wonderland still there?
No, it's gone.
No.
It's
Okay,
gone.
I was about to say,
So-
oh my good God.
So Tim Burton has 2 left. He's got Sweeney Todd and he's got Batman. Wes Craven has Elm Street. We've got New Nightmare and we've got Scream. And Carpenter has They Live, New York, China, Halloween, and The Thing. All right, so Coriander, what has to go next? This is an easy round for me.
Is it?
It
is. Sweeney Todd. Shit,
There
I'll
it
pick
is.
one of my picks.
There it is. Eric.
See, because I'm just like that. I can do that.
Can you?
Eric.
I will go with Sweeney Todd as well.
Kill. Kill will not
keep
go
scrolling.
with Sweeney Todd.
Keep scrolling.
I know. He loves Sweeney Todd.
They Live.
Wow.
What?
Well, I'm going with Sweeney Todd. If anybody wants to save it, I know you love it, Kill. I know. But if anybody wants to save it, this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. All right, let me. This is too funny. He's like, what? Real quick, too, in the chat, Nightfall says that was for Batman Returns, by the way. Oh, he put in. Oh, he put in a. I didn't even see it. We got a
he
super
saved
chat.
Oh,
He saved it. He saved it for a round.
No.
He says, "No way,
Wouldn't it be
Danny
great-
DeVito.
wouldn't it be
Danny
great
DeVito
if
goes
this-
over Sweeney Todd."
this is a horror channel for the most part, and Batman wins.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it? That would. Okay, so Batman Returns is still in the mix. He's still in the mix. Coriander, what has to go next?
Shit. I mean, I like Batman Returns better than, well, I like them both, but I'm just trying to get rid of a effing Batman. God dang it.
Well, you can vote it
Batman.
again. A film
you can
can
do
get
that next
saved
round,
once.
too.
Yeah, a
All
film
right,
can
all
get
right.
saved once. So you're going with which one?
All right, I guess I'll try it again. Batman Returns.
Okay, Eric,
They Live.
Kill.
Returns.
You going with Batman Returns?
Oh, man.
All right, I'm going with Batman Returns. Okay, it's gone. It is gone. Okay, Coriander, we're down to the last couple. What goes next?
Let's do. Uh, let's do. Is the fog still there?
No.
No.
They Live, Escape from New York, Big Trouble, Halloween, The Thing.
Okay,
2
Big
Elm
Trouble.
Street. Okay, Eric.
No, I'm gonna go with They Live again.
Okay, Kill.
They Live.
All right, I'll go with They Live as well. Okay, if anybody wants this, hey, look, man, this is the top of the top we're getting to here, man.
Dude,
If
and
any-
you like a freaking Big Trouble more than They Live. You guys are lame.
It's my
Oh my
favorite
God.
John Carpenter
Big
film,
Trouble is
so-
awesome.
Big Trouble is awesome.
They Live is awesome.
It
It is,
is. You're right.
but not as awesome.
There you go. There you
It
go.
is as awesome.
Wow. All right, so
Kim
Coriander.
Cattrall with green eyes.
Who cares?
Oh,
All right, so
hey, the same
I mean,
way
I'm giving
Hey,
up
look.
friggin'
you
look,
care about Kurt Russell, I
tight
care about
jeans.
Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
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 And I gave
All right,
up
so
those
listen.
tight jeans. I'm giving them
Wow.
up. Come
All right,
on.
Coriander, pick
I
a
can
movie.
do that.
We're way over time. Coriander, pick a movie. What's next?
Escape from New York.
Eric.
With What's Left, Escape from New York.
Wow.
I love it.
Kill.
But, hey, you
I
said it's
know.
nitty gritty stuff.
Kill. Save us, Kill.
New Nightmare. What are we doing here?
I agree with that. I would go with New Nightmare. Yes, I agree. All right, so folks in the chat, we got New Nightmare and we've got Escape from New York. Okay, Escape from New York and New Nightmare. Which film has to be eliminated next?
Not like this. Not like
Hey
this,
man,
Cypher.
it is what it
Sophie's
is.
choice. You know?
It is. It makes it easy. Wow, people might be thinking,
Escape from New York.
wow,
No.
dude,
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Wow. That's rough. If
It was
anybody wants to
close, but it
save
even has
Escape
the
from New
timestamp,
York,
so.
if anybody believes in the
Yeah.
power of Snake Plissken, this is the time.
What?
This is
The
the time. I know.
power.
That was
doing
crazy.
here?
What?
That was crazy, man. All right, so all we have left, we've got
Wait,
Batman.
can I add one thing? I'm sorry.
What?
Escape from New York gets mentioned one time, it gets shot in the head. Pee-wee was mentioned a million times and crawled and scraped and hid like a little son of a bitch and lasted how many rounds? What are we doing? I'm sorry.
All right. All right,
But
so
see,
look.
Snake is so good, we were forced to pick him. That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So listen, we only got a few left, so let's rock and roll.
New
Coriander,
Nightmare.
New
New Nightmare.
Nightmare.
New
Eric.
Nightmare.
I'll say New Nightmare.
New Nightmare. New Nightmare.
Okay, me too. We're going with it. Much love to the great Wes Craven though. Okay, Coriander, what's got to go next?
Batman.
Eric, what's got to go next?
Okay, so we got The Thing, Halloween, Big Trouble. What else we got?
Scream,
Scream.
A Nightmare on Elm Street, and Batman. We got some heavy hitters.
I'm going Scream.
Okay,
I
Kill.
never had my
What do you
feeling
got?
on that franchise.
I know. Kill. What's
Big Trouble.
If you went
Uh,
with Batman, I would have went with Big Trouble next round, dude.
Who,
We could have
me?
worked together here. No, I was
Oh,
talking to Killian.
yeah. I gotta agree with that. Big Trouble's got to go next. Big Trouble. Look, Batman is better than Big Trouble. I can say that, and I love Big Trouble. But just calling it like it is. If anybody wants to save Big Trouble in Little China, now's the time to do it. And for you guys in the chat, we're going to be moving quick on these, but we do appreciate any
Batman.
support that you guys do give. Okay, so Coriander, next round, you're going to go with Batman.
Batman.
Eric, out of these that are left, what's got to go next?
Scream.
Kill, what's got to go next?
Scream.
Dang.
Babe.
All right, so listen.
It's tough now.
Tie it.
Let me-
Let the chat decide.
You know what? I have to agree with that. I would go with Batman.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So for the chat,
Yeah.
this is what we're gonna do. Kill. Do you have a few minutes? You all good?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure because I don't. But, it is what it is. I'm gonna put the poll up in the chat because I want to do it a little bit more fair with this one. Okay, so we got 2 films on the line: Scream, and we got Batman. So the question in the poll is just going to be which film has to get eliminated next. Okay, that's how we're. Okay.
I like how we put the poll up for this and not for Escape from New York. What's up with that?
Big Trouble in Little
part
China.
of it,
Yeah.
let me this. Part of it is a time thing. Okay.
Well, I will say this: someone
Is
in the
Sleepy
crowd
Hollow
has already
crossed
picked
out?
a choice. Has already made a choice.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't tell.
There was a choice in the crowd in the chat.
There was.
Yes, they said Scream. The first comment was
Oh.
Scream.
Wow. Okay, so let me just put this in the chat. So the question is, what has to go? And you guys are going to vote. We've got Scream and we got Batman. So you guys vote for which film has to be eliminated next. And we're only going to give you guys like 30 seconds. Okay, so the poll is up. Let's have you guys vote. Eric, if you can take a look at it. Look, Steven's in the chat. I knew Steven would be like ready to roll. Steven said
It's going
Scream
back
better
and
not go
forth.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
You just
On-
say when to stop. Now you tell me
On
when.
this channel too. That's interesting.
You tell me when.
We'll go for a couple more seconds. I want to give at least a little bit of time.
13 votes. Let's have 2 more people vote. Make it 15 or something.
Yeah, let's vote, guys. Vote. We got 30 people in the chat. Let's vote. Which goes next? Is it Batman or is it Scream? We got only 14 votes. It's 50-50. Let's
Yeah,
go,
don't
guys.
just,
Come
don't
on.
just type it in the chat. Actually vote.
Yeah. Hit the poll.
Okay. It's tied at 50-50. We literally need one more vote. Once that vote happens, I'm calling it.
Yeah, we'll
need
call
one
it that
more
way.
vote.
One more vote, guys. Somebody in the chat. Go to the poll.
It's not
Wow.
moving now, man.
Isn't that
And it's
crazy?
okay. All right, boom. Scream 53%.
Wow.
Batman at 47.
That is
I said the next vote counts for time.
That is absolutely crazy.
Sorry, Steven.
All right. That is crazy. Okay. Coriander. What
I'm going for
goes
Batman.
next? Batman. Okay. Eric.
Okay. Trying to see what is left.
The Thing, Halloween, and Batman.
Halloween.
What?
Of these 3, Halloween.
All right. Kill.
Batman.
I'm going with Batman too. That was about as easy as it's gonna get.
About damn time.
Right. Hey, look, it is what it is. Hey, look,
Yeah.
guess what we've come to? We've got 2 left. The
No,
greatest
the
of all.
original
Thing
Nightmare on
and
Elm Street, I think, is
Halloween?
down there too. The
Is that
original
what
Elm
it is?
Street, I think the original
we got Elm
Elm Street's there
Street.
too. Yeah.
We got Elm Street, The Thing, and Halloween. Okay, so Coriander, which one has to go? Elm Street, The Thing, or Halloween?
Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. If someone knows, go ahead.
Wow,
Yeah,
Eric,
I'll
what's
say it.
what's
My
gonna
vote's
go?
Halloween. Of these three, Halloween.
Kill.
Elm Street.
All right, Coriander.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go. Don't hate me, but I'm gonna go with The Thing.
What? What is going on here? All right, so listen. I'm gonna go with Elm Street.
Yeah, you are.
So Elm Street is, and I love Elm Street. It's no shade in that. And look, real quick, we
What?
for one more round. So Elm Street is gone, and somehow to save the legacy of Wes, Steven had come in with the super chat to save Scream. I knew he would do that. All right, so listen, Coriander, let's go back to this. All right, so now we're down to 3. We're back down to 3 again.
Scream and
So
what?
we got Scream, The Thing, and Halloween.
Scream. Sorry,
Okay.
Steven. Sorry.
Eric.
Scream.
Kill.
Scream.
Okay, so Scream's got to go. All right, it got saved for a round. Well, 2 rounds actually. Okay, Coriander, The Thing or Halloween?
The Thing.
Man, you said it so quick. Like I just feel bad about that. Eric, what's gonna
Halloween.
go?
That was quicker.
Oh wow. Kill.
I
Halloween.
sang it though.
Oh, I don't.
Whoa. Well, hold on. I got to feel this. Kill. Which one you going with?
Halloween.
And which one did you go with, Coriander?
The Thing.
Go with your gut. Look to your right, Knight.
You guys already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with The Thing. We gotta pull this thing out, man. We gotta pull this thing out. Because listen, and I've been very vocal about it. That I've gone back and forth with these two. I love both of these films so much. All right, so we got The Thing.
No, you don't.
What?
No, I'm just
What would you say?
because you said you love them both so much. No, you don't.
I do.
Oh, damn it.
All right. The poll is up. Let's vote. Which goes next? Which gets eliminated next? Is it Halloween or is it The Thing?
What? I just thought you voted for friggin'.
I voted for The Thing to tie it because those two voted for Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good job.
Also, Troy just saved Freddy, it looks like.
Oh, man. Troy bringing What?
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, guys, listen.
So shouldn't we do this poll first, right?
Well, yeah, we're doing the
Right?
poll.
We're
Freddie
at
gets saved.
We're
But
at
you guys in the
votes.
chat, do
14 votes.
those saves quicker.
Right. 14
That
votes. It's
changes
at
everything.
50-50. The next vote is the winner. That's how we're gonna do it. You know, to make it easier. All right, it's over. The Thing is eliminated. 53%.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, hey, one way or the other, this was I had a feeling it might go down this road anyways. So The Thing is off. Coriander, we've got Halloween and we've got Elm Street.
Elm Street. It's gotta go.
Okay. Eric.
Halloween.
Kill.
Elm Street.
And listen, it's almost the way they was meant to be. I'm going with Elm Street.
Oh yeah.
Listen, the truth shall set us free. Halloween survives. Listen, this was crazy.
It does. Look. Dun, dun. It's almost like a premonition, motherfuckers. No.
Look, Steven said rigged. I'm calling it.
See,
It was crazy.
You're right, Steven. It is.
It was crazy. But we gave hey, listen, but all seriousness though, that's the thing that's fun about this. We do give people the chance to save stuff. So if you guys wanted to save it, and plus the polls, you guys have the power, so all right. So listen, as we head on out, we're way over. I just want to say this. First of all, thank you, Coriander, Eric, Kill for hanging in there doing this. This was
Sure.
an extra long episode, but it was fun. I hope you guys, seriously, I hope you guys had fun doing this too. This
Yeah.
was crazy going through all these films, all of these films. And the reason why I didn't, erase any of these is just to show folks, these are a lot of great films. And these three directors, when you talk about Tim Burton, Wes Craven, and John Carpenter, they've given a lot of great moments to film. So this was definitely a challenge, but we did it. And at the end of the day, Michael Audrey Myers, Eric's favorite villain, found a way, strolling through the streets of Haddonfield, not panhandling, not that one, the real one. No, I'm just joking. Eric, I'm just messing with you, bro. Look at his face. All right, so listen, for you guys in the chat, we hope you guys had fun. Hope you have fun with the replay. Those who came in late, this was a blast. Make sure you hit the like button. It helps us out. Leave some comments. We couldn't get to everyone's comment because we had so much to get through tonight. We will catch you guys next time. If you enjoyed this, let us know. Leave it in the comments, and we'll see what we do next. We'll catch you guys next time. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.